Hey everybody, welcome to the POS Podcast. We have a full house tonight, and we also have a new guest, Viva Reverie.
Hello, I'm the guest. I'm
Wait, no, you're
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
It's hard. It's so hard. Like right.
That way for me.
we're looking.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm in the top middle on the stream itself, but over on my screen, I'm in a different location.
It's pretty fucky wucky.
Yeah.
Quite so.
Yeah, so what we do on this podcast, we mainly talk about like entertainment news and stuff and topics. A lot relating to animation and junk.
Cool.
So, but before we actually get into stuff, we ask how we were doing the past couple of weeks. So, how have you been for the past couple of weeks, Viva?
I have been pretty good. I've been working on my videos endlessly. I work exclusively on my YouTube channel, which means I work at home, which means the quarantine stuff, which is affecting a lot of people, is only kind of affecting me in the sense that, like, now I feel weird when I go out in town. I went out in town to go find Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing was out of stock, which was annoying. What was there was Persona 5 Royal, which we got early for some reason. So that's cool, but I wanted Animal Crossing. But it was the weirdest thing because it should have been populated. There should have been a bunch of people, but like it was like everybody was giving everybody the side eye. So many people had masks on, and like I felt weird about going through anything. You go up escalators, instead of people leaning on the sides, everybody was dead in the center. It was super weird, but otherwise it was mostly normal. So there is that.
Yeah, that's what it was like for me, where my dad and I went to go get some groceries, and there was a lot of people, wearing masks and stuff. I saw one guy with a bandana like over his mouth.
Was he a bandit? Was he going to rob you?
Just people using what they have, I guess. Though, I mean, not a lot of people out here where I live. I live in a very rural area, so a lot of people don't really travel that much.
Rural.
Yeah. So, but in my state right now, there was I'm not sure what you would call it, but it's a state order or something for everybody to stay at home, after Monday at 5 p.m., which is now, until further notice or whatever. Only go out for groceries or medical emergencies. So yeah, and also I know in Virginia, where Saber is, they're locked down until June 10th.
Yep.
And also there's something about Maryland too for Jax.
It's the same thing as you. This is the same thing as you. Like, but it was after 8 tonight. So yeah, that's some bullshit. But is what because I just wanted to go on a walk. But you can only go on like walks if you have like your dog with you or something.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Wow. By a fake dog.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure your dog's about to go on every walk with you anyway, and the dog won't be like, "Nah, I'm good."
He turns every walk into a run every time. So it's just like, I just want to walk and enjoy, and he's just everything. He's too fucking hyper. Yeah.
Yeah. So what about everybody else? What have you been doing?
You know what we've been doing, or what I've been doing at least, and Jax also.
Well, playing Doom.
Yes, and also playing the other game.
Oh, the furry one? Okay. Yeah.
Please don't call Animal Crossing the game. The one with animals in it, yes.
Yeah.
We all know what it really is.
Bloody Roar 2 is a furry game, apparently. I learned that because you turn into an animal and you fight each other. Someone said that to me.
I've been playing Animal Crossing a lot. This is the most I've ever played in Animal Crossing, probably because there's people that actually play with this time.
Yeah.
And I'm getting sick of it. If I see one more tweet about Animal Crossing, I'm going to lose it.
It's like all of my Twitter is Animal Crossing, dude. It's ridiculous. It's completely
I feel like I'm missing out. I want to play.
No.
I could actually start playing it. My sister owns the game, and I could just borrow it off her, but it feels weird not having my own cartridge.
Yeah.
You could just buy it digitally, even though
It feels so wrong. And here's why.
Yeah, exactly. Who's gonna make a mess?
Yeah.
What happens if the service goes down though? Who still has the game, huh?
I mean, I don't know if they're gonna be like all that, and all of that up there.
Yeah, you own physical stuff too. Please.
Bit of a mess I made here. Don't worry, I'll fix it. I'll fix it later. I'll fix it. Or I can fix it right now. It's fine. It's fine.
You can still see it in the background. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
It's all about that shelf dick. You got to be like, look in the big shelf and be like, yeah, I'm powerful.
Is there anything anybody wants to say that they've been doing the past 2 weeks before we get into topics?
I made a 4-hour lecture on Animorphs,
And it was
which
brilliant.
people have been saying is pretty good.
It was.
So if you ever saw the Animorphs covers and were like, huh, that looks like a fucking baby book. Oh, you don't know. I'm gonna sum up the 4-hour videos in one word. War crimes. Check it out. You will not be disappointed. Search Animorphs 101 on YouTube and it'll pop right up.
Nice.
You heard it here, folks.
So, speaking of animals, I guess we'll talk about Animal Crossing, since that came out. Animal Crossing and Doom both came out the same
Talk
day.
about your silly animals.
So yeah, leading up to the release, I'm liking what I see, but I'm not sure if I'm going to get into it like I did with the previous installments. Because I played it on the GameCube, I really liked it. Played a Wild World on the DS. I really like that because I could take it with me anywhere. City Folk, that's the one that people don't really enjoy that much because it barely added anything.
Didn't do anything.
Yeah. The New Leaf, it progressed a little bit. It was like, oh, you're the mayor of the town. You can do stuff with that. But this one, it's like, oh no, you can do anything you want with the town at a certain point because you gotta earn it. Because you can do things like terraforming. You can add bridges. Choose where your villagers stay at on the map. They have this Nook mileage system where it's sort of this achievement system that constantly rewards you, so you're always doing stuff. There's always something to do and something to work towards in the game, and I really like that.
You said you don't think you'll be playing it as much as the previous installments, though?
No, I said I'm probably gonna. I didn't know if I would, based on the trailers leading up to it.
Gotcha.
But
Yeah,
now that
it's
it's released, and now that I've played it for a week and a half straight, then
every day.
Yeah, every single day.
It's
What's your
something
total
else.
game time, Paleo? You hit 100 hours yet, you think?
I don't think so.
No. How much have I played this?
Because the Switch does track your time played.
It's always unfortunate when you look that up and you're just like, oh.
First played 10 days ago. It's not actually telling me how long I've
Yeah,
played.
it takes a while before the Switch actually tells you how much time you've
How
played.
much of your time you're wasting. Oh my god, I played P-Cross for more than 30 hours. Damn.
Yeah,
I love P-Cross.
I've done Doom less than that.
I think my Doom time's at 22 or 23 hours right now.
Mine's at I think 28.
Oh my god, Puyo Tetris for 45 or more hours? Apparently I like puzzle games more than I think I do.
Yeah, my Tetris 99 time is pretty up there.
And they get Warcraft where you're entering slash play, and it's like
literally 1/3 of an entire year. 1/3 of an entire year nonstop is how much I played World of Warcraft. That's unacceptable.
My
But to be
most
fair,
My most played game on my Switch is Splatoon 2 for 590 hours. Surprise! No, it's not. It's Binding of Isaac. 675 hours.
Oh my goodness.
Way too long.
God.
so my
What
brother,
are we doing?
I'm his only friend here on. Actually, let me see if I can find it here. How do you find your friends on Steam?
I'm my brother's only friend. Just to leave it at that. God.
How do you?
That's rough.
Okay, My brother-in-law.
Yeah.
My brother-in-law plays like 3 games, and that's it. He's got 633 hours on Europa, which is like some triple E game.
Mhm.
And or is it E or X, Paleo? Is it
You mean a
experimental
4X game?
4X, whatever.
Yeah.
Triple X.
Triple X game.
that's
I
got a
understand why
different
you put
meaning
600
entirely.
hours in there.
That makes sense.
What could he be
Diesel
doing? But no, he plays the fuck out of this game. It's ridiculous. I give him credit for staying so focused on it. But yeah, shit. I wonder what my most played game is now. Is there a way to look that up?
Yes, I forget how.
Yeah, it's
I
on
can
your
I don't
get
worry
profile
about it.
somewhere.
Probably Skyrim for me.
I haven't played a lot of Switch. The most played I have on Switch is Dark Souls 1 Remaster, and I think that was like 50 hours or something. I regret like 49 of those 50 hours.
Yeah, I think I had like 150 hours in Breath of the Wild.
I
Mm.
replayed Breath of the Wild recently, so I got another playthrough of hours in that. 255 hours.
Wow.
in Breath of
Same.
the Wild.
Say where you go to your name at the top of Steam, then you go to view my profile, then you go to games on the right side, and you can sort by playtime. Monster Hunter World 313. That is not nearly as close as the other Monster Hunters I've played, because those were on handheld systems and I could play them every single day with people in college. So
I played a lot of TF2, apparently.
that's the number one for a lot of people. Yeah.
Right, he goes TF2, PlanetSide 2, Left 4 Dead 2.
How many hours of TF2?
221 hours.
221. Yeah.
Damn. Okay.
So yeah, Hero, what are your thoughts on Animal Crossing?
Like I said, it's the most interesting one to me so far. I know we've talked about it before on Discord, but it's like you said, there's something really something enticing about there being this sense of progression. Even if I already know how to play Animal Crossing, they like trickle feed you the content, which I know bothers some people, but it really does give me this sense of progression. It's like, okay, so I get to set up my house and set up my villager's house on day 1. Day 2, I forget what you do on day 2. Day 2, I think you get the ability to like finally cross over to the other parts of your island. So like it introduces you to different parts of the game slowly, because you always can always see.
Because I think if with some of the previous games, it sort of overwhelms you in the beginning. Whereas like, oh, these are all the things you can do. Where this is like, oh no, it's going slowly, so you can like it teaches you slowly how to do everything.
Right. Yeah, like I'll start with my little area on my island, then tomorrow I can like, but you can always like see what you want to do. You're like, oh boy, I wish I could sure get like over to that other part of my island. The game's like, all right, now it's time for you to do that. We think you're good enough at this, now you can do that. I'm like, okay, it feels rewarding. You're like, I put the time in, and now I get to do the extra content in the game that I wanted to do. I'm having a really good time. The fact that you can invite the villagers that you want to invite if you have the amiibo cards is also like, that's keeping me playing too. I'm like, yeah, I want, because like in other Animal Crossing you just kind of like had the hope that you got villagers that you liked, and this one is like you can invite the ones that you want. And I invited Whitney from the Animal Crossing movie. I invited her today, and I'm like, oh, there she is, can't wait for her to be my villager. So yeah, just the progression sense is really nice. Also, the fact that you can like New Leaf was like kind of the bridge between what New Horizons is and what old Animal Crossing was. New Leaf, like you can like sort of do stuff outside, but New Horizons is like, okay, you can decorate your house, but don't forget to decorate the entire island also.
Yeah, like
which is kind of a huge task.
Yeah, because when I saw the trailers, I was like, what can I do outside? I'm not sure if I'm going to have any ideas for that. Now I have a million ideas of what I want to do.
Yeah. I have like a little neighborhood going with like fences in between. I'm like, there's going to be a sandcastle over there. Once I can terrify, I'm like, oh, I can't wait.
Yeah. Because like I want to make a boardwalk near the beach area, and then like make a big lake area on the uppermost cliff area, and have the camping site by there. And then have the neighborhood behind like the resident services area, then like a playground behind that. I was thinking about all these things. Like, I need to get this stuff and to like build all of it.
Kari's yelling at me because I'm wearing a Supreme hat.
It's fair.
Kari, I was like, what's the most like annoying like hat that I could make? Like my other cat has the word king on it. I actually like hate it when people call themselves like kings and queens. I'm like, ugh. So I
spoke like a true jester.
Yeah. So I don't know why I've been making like obnoxious clothing just because it's funny to me. But yeah, I'm having a good time. I like my villagers right now, which is cool.
Also, another thing about the game is that like I've been more social with Animal Crossing as far as like playing with you and Katie and Jax. That we keep sending each other stuff that we need. It was like, oh yeah, I know you're working on this particular part of your town or your house. Let me send you this because I know you want it.
Mm-hmm.
Right, you can just send it through the mail in Animal Crossing, or just visit their island and drop it off.
It's so wholesome. Oh my gosh, it's so nice to just because it's kind of like that thing, you know, like when people in actual real life are like, hey, I was at the store and I saw this thing and I thought of you. That's basically what's happening in this game like every single day. It's like, hey, I remember that you're building your little downstairs blah 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 blah.
That reminds me, I got like in Animal Crossing from a balloon, I got a magnetic knife thing that goes on the wall. It has like a bunch of like kitchen knives on it.
Oh, nice.
So if you want that.
I do, thank you. Yeah, and like I've been playing with this group of friends with you, Katie and Jax, but I have like my college group of friends that I'm also playing with, and we like at the beginning of every day we just send each other our 3 pictures like of all the stuff that's in our shops, and then we just it's so nice. It's so nice, especially during this is like kind of shitty time. It's really refreshing.
If I can't live outside, I'll live inside outside in Animal Crossing.
Inside outside. Well, yeah, but I'm having a good time. I love the social aspect, especially since I'm so socially desperate at this point. That's like not even like a joke. Like I'm desperate to go outside and like see people. So this is like the next.
Like we were going to my island yesterday, and there was all the shooting stars, and we were just like doing the wishing thing. On my island right now, they what that did is that they it washed up a bunch of star bits. Like star pieces you can make wands with. And what a wand does is that you can register outfits, and you use the wand, you just change into that outfit. So it's pretty neat.
What that was for. Okay.
But Saber, Tom, Jax, tell us about Doom.
I don't actually know how that song goes. It goes something like that.
Close enough.
It's fucking sick. Stop catching tarantulas. Start killing arachnotrons. Be better. Be
kill spiders.
Spiders are your friend. Arachnotrons are not your friend, let me tell you.
Yeah, they're not.
They will fuck you up all nice and good. It's great. There's a bit of a learning curve, which caused a bit of, I don't want to say controversy, but there were a lot of people, myself included, in the beginning who were like, man, I don't know about this Doom Eternal. It's kind of fucking dumb. I liked my bullets. Why are my bullets so small in this game? And then you realize, oh, it's because you're supposed to be constantly chainsawing people in half. It's like, that's acceptable. I can accept that. And from there on, it's the best thing ever made, ever. It's fucking the best. Yeah.
I love the variety of demons they include in this game. There's a lot more going on.
Everything's dialed up to 11 and sometimes to 12 to the game's detriment. But yeah, it's fucking great. It's super fucking fun. It's like first person Devil May Cry sometimes, just because they give you so many tools you can do and you have to use all of them. Good luck playing on PC because you have to do like crazy hand gymnastics to play the game effectively. It's pretty wild. But the dashing they added is really cool, so you can move around the arenas and stuff super fucking fast. And then the meat hook on the shotguns, you can like basically be first-person Spider-Man and swing between demons and shoot them in the face, and then punch them and send their corpses flying. It's great. It's 10 out of 10. Everybody play it.
Once you're done being God on your island, go to hell and kill demons.
It's good. I love the weapons. I love the new mechanics. It feels like you said, Tom. It takes some getting used to, but once you finally get in the groove, it's like, oh my god, I can't go back. Like I need to Ash.
Yeah, and like it's interesting because I started playing a new game on Ultra Violence, which is like the hard mode, and I've specifically made sure not to upgrade my ammo count to make sure, like, can you really get through the game with like 16 bullets? And yeah, you can do it. As long as you're just constantly chainsawing people, it's like the game's balanced around that very low ammo count. So it's pretty sick, pretty dope.
All right.
Yeah,
Jax,
Doom
did you-
Crossing King.
Jax, did you want
Doom
to say anything?
Yeah, sure. Doom, Animal Crossing, both fun games. I got both, and I keep switching back and forth, though I don't pay attention to each of them. Like, there are certain things in Animal Crossing that I was like, oh, yeah, that was an important thing. I didn't listen to what Doom. Oh, that was a gun I should have picked up, but I was playing Animal Crossing, so I wasn't paying attention because I have it, like, on my... This is where I play Animal Crossing. This is where I play Doom. And so it's just like I keep, like, switching back and forth. But, yeah, Animal Crossing... The reason I got it was because I thought it would just be fun. Like, because I kept seeing the Isabel memes with Doom guy, and I thought, oh, yeah, that looks cute. And I remember Tom back in the day, for not our Tom, but like Toonami Tom, was like doing a thing for Animal Crossing. I was like, oh, I remember that. And then like I was just like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm doing good financially. I'll just like check it out. And so I did. And it was really fun. It's really wholesome, like Hero said. It's still a bunch of stuff I have no idea what the fuck to do, but I'm just like, like it took me like, because Katie told me later on, like, you're not supposed to break rocks fully in that game. And I had been like eating my fruit all the way up to 10 and then just smashing rocks like completely. So like I need like 30 iron nuggets, and it took me like forever. And then I had to keep going to like different islands to get like nuggets. And so I just finally got them, and now I can't do anything. And then that bird guy, there was some drunk bird guy who showed up, and now he's gone, and I don't know where it is. So it's just like, yeah, I guess. And then like there was a bunch of star bits on the thing, and it was cool. And then I'd go switch over to Doom. And I honestly, I can't tell what's just more cathartic, like ripping someone's spine out or just planting some weed. So it's just like, guys, just very nice, like very nice. It's a very both of them are very relaxing for horrible reasons in some ways, but beautiful ways in others. So yeah, I think definitely check it out, both of them. Yeah.
All right.
Dun-dun-dun.
All right, I guess we'll go on to more topics here. By the way, the second half of the show we'll do Q&A. So if you want to ask a question, you can use Super Chat or ask us on Twitter. So the next thing, I guess we'll keep it with video games at the moment. Talk a little bit about the PS5 reveal. Reveal. Because they didn't show it at all.
That's bullshit.
I mean, they told you what you're getting into, kind of.
Yeah, but I kind of fault them for it, because, like, why would you live stream this? Like,
I agree.
It annoyed the fuck out of me. Like, I was all super excited. Like, the only thing I really wanted was the backward compatibility. Like, you didn't even have to put PS3 in there. You could have just been like PS1, PS2, ignore PS3. I already have a PS3, whatever. But like, they were like, no, it's backwards compatible, but only with PS4. And I was just like, well, fuck this. I don't give a shit. Fuck this. Fuck that. Like, it got me upset. It's just like, oh, there's no load time. Like, that was just the part I was looking forward to, because like I just thought it would have been like, that was the main selling point to me. Like, of course I'm gonna get it regardless, but it was just like, if you could literally just have like a console where it's just like, I can go from 1 to 5. I could play Spider-Man PS1, then I can play Ultimate Spider-Man for PlayStation 2, then I can play freaking Deadpool for PS3 or something. I don't know, some random shit, and then like PS4 Spider-Man, all that stuff. It would have been cool, but none. It just that was like a big hit for me. I was just like, okay, that womps. This womps. Yeah.
Womps? What the timeline are you in?
Yes, recess style. This womps, bro. This womps. Yeah.
He can't get out of the 90s. He just can't.
No, I
do
can't.
It.
Nope, I can't.
Why would
It's
you
my
want
quirk.
to? It's the best.
I'm about to be 30 years old, fellow kids. So yeah, I got you. Yeah, it should be. Yeah, I'm still gonna get the console, but just that really was like the big like I was all excited, like no loading times, oh.
Yeah.
I'm a nerd, so I kind of got into some of the techno jargon. I was like, oh yeah, cool.
I was doing my darndest to like understand, but some of it really just did go over my head. I was like, I don't know what
think
this is.
as a software engineer who went through a big university course and knows a lot about programming stuff and hardware stuff, that's not part of the course. Even though that bachelor hasn't gone anywhere, but that's beside the point. I listened and I'm like, I understand. And about 3/4 of the way through, maybe like 2/3 of the way through, maybe halfway through, I just sort of zoned out and I'm like,
right.
I think I'm still paying attention, but I really wasn't.
What was funny about that talk is because I was listening, but at some point I realized I was like, I don't know if anxious is the right word, but I was like getting nervous because the way the man spoke, I felt like I was legitimately in a college lecture, and like the fact that I wasn't taking notes was making me very nervous. I was like, there's a test coming, and I like the rational side of me is like, that's stupid. Like this is a PS5 presentation, but like it didn't go away. I was like, I'm very nervous watching this live stream. It's very.
It was kind of odd that they had like a fake audience in the front.
That was very.
Oh yeah, they did look fake. They looked like cutouts. That was weird.
I was like, because this was supposed to be a presentation for a games developers conference, which it makes sense for the type of presentation that it was. I just don't know why they sort of hyped it up as the PS5 reveal when they didn't really reveal it.
I want to say that they didn't really think too hard about the optics. They didn't really think too hard about like, oh, we should probably calm people down a bit. They just wanted to present a thing, and then afterwards, maybe they were like, maybe we shouldn't have promoted it as much as we did. I mean, I'm not Mr. Sony, so I guess I can't, like, from their perspective, but that's, like, the vibe I get, is that, like, they didn't think about the consequences of like, presenting it the way they did.
Yeah.
Yeah, agreed. I agree.
The most interesting thing from the presentation for me is the SSD. The fact that all the next gen consoles are going to have an SSD by default.
Yeah.
Because that's really going to push even PC gaming forward. Because like I want to make a video at some point called "The Case for Consoles," because there are a bunch of people who are just like, consoles are bullshit and they're dumb and they don't matter. Hashtag PC Master Race, and they're right, but
They're
like,
right. Asterisk.
Yeah, because like consoles have a place still. You know, there are people who just like don't feel like dealing with a computer because it is more complicated. Like a console, you just plug it in, you hit a button, and it does the rest for you. So all the industry is building around consoles, right? Like that's like it's like a lowest common denominator thing, you know? So like with PC, you can dial the resolution up, you get like faster loading times, you can have higher resolution textures, but like you're playing a console game with a better frame rate. But like when consoles get better, PC games will get better.
Yeah.
Now the bar has been raised, so now you can build games around SSDs. And it's just going to be better. It's going to be better for everybody. PC Master Race, every time a new console comes out, your lives get better too. Stop complaining about it. It's good. So live and let live.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
Especially with like all of the stuff that's inside the Xbox Series X. Like that's some really advanced stuff for a console, and like it's depending on like the price, it would actually be a better like buy than like building a PC.
That's usually how it works every time a new console comes out. The specs are like pretty comparable to a decent computer at the time, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, the only problem with consoles is that, again, like if you're trying to be on the cutting edge, like a console stays static for 5 years, where you can modularly upgrade your PC and keep it top of the line as it goes on. So if you're like a spec junkie, of course, like you understand, it's like, well, I can't fucking put in more hard drives, or I can't put my RGB lighting in my console. It's not worth it, you know? Because like there's a whole subsection of community that has a very specific needs and desires that PCs deliver on. But
yeah,
I'm interested to see how much these things are going to cost. Because if they're coming stock with a terabyte NVMe SSD,
or 825 with Sony,
or
like,
I'm assuming that's the formatted space, because a formatted 1 terabyte.
Yeah, that's what I think it is. because I don't
Yeah,
think
like-
they would do like, oh no, it's only on 825. It's like
right.
that'd be kind of weird.
Well, I mean, like if they have the DBZ S5, I think that should be able to allow.
I,
Be that as it may, Jax, but the SFK of C779.
007.
Well, the inertia and the velocity of the object would allow that.
my gosh.
Here, are you
do
taking notes?
I do genuinely want to ask a question because you said like consoles, they're easier than computers. You pop the game in and you go, right? I do agree, like to a extent, but like consoles now have these like hubs and whatnot where you can like choose to do Netflix and choose to do your settings. The game's somewhere off on the third page that you can click in a window this tiny to start playing the game. That was an Xbox 360 problem. I don't know how Xbox One is, but
you know why that's not a problem anymore?
why?
Smartphones.
Phones.
Yeah.
What, Raid Shadow Legends?
See, like, because not to like nostalgia all over everywhere, but like
Please do.
I was playing my SNES yesterday, like I guess this morning, really early in the morning, and I just like turned it, like I put the game in, I turned it on, and you just play the game, and I was like, this isn't real anymore. You can't. There's none of that anymore.
Right.
Like,
No, I agree.
SNES Mini.
The problem with consoles are like becoming more like PCs because like
Computers,
the
right.
fundamental architecture now is x86 PCs. Like it's the same
It's a
software,
fat SNES.
same
I
hardware.
have a
I
fat
mean,
SNES. I have a PAL SNES. Oh my god, it's dusty. Look at all that. You see that?
What
why
game?
why did the PAL
Dusty
SNES
doing
look
in your
so much cooler than
I know,
our
right?
stupid nonsense that we
America
got.
got
It's
I'm not
really
complaining.
ugly. Like I'm still offended.
You
by
don't
it.
dig the purple? I like the purple.
The purple's
Yeah, but
fine.
it's
The fact like, the
multicolored.
SNES 2 that came out in the States was fucking badass. But the first one with its like boxy design and just
And it got really yellow over time.
it really did. It's a shame. Okay,
But like I do like just popping the game and turning it on and the game starts. Now you have to now you have to go, and TVs have also made it worse where you have to like go through the settings and choose your like 4:4:4 nonsense to get your 4K TV to do the stupid. It's like, man, can we just play the goddamn game, please?
It's kind of like why I like the Switch. The Switch is turn it on, you're done.
you
the
go.
game is on.
Switch has
Yeah.
kept it pretty simple. And I remember when the system came out, a bunch of people were like, oh, they're probably going to update the system software at some point to make it more robust. I'm like, please don't. This
No,
is
it's
all it needs to
good.
be. This is all it
Yeah.
needs to be. But like the reason I say that consoles are simpler than PCs, you're correct. But what I guess what I'm trying to imply is that like if I'm an idiot, which I am,
No, you're not.
and
You're really not.
Don't
I
you
want-
talk about my friend.
I
that
want
way.
to I want to play Doom, right? I can either A, go look at the hardware in my computer, see if I have the correct graphics card. What resolution can I run it at? Well, does it match with my monitor? Maybe not. Do I have to go buy a new graphics card? Should I get an NVIDIA card or should I get an AMD card? Should I get a Radeon RX 580? Is that enough? But I want to play at 144 hertz, but I need a 144 hertz monitor. With the PlayStation, I go buy the box, I put it in the PlayStation. You know, so like the bar is much lower on console. If you have a
Yeah.
PlayStation and the box says PlayStation,
Another
on it,
thing.
it works.
Another thing. A lot of PC ports, like for games that were meant to be on console, sometimes they just have problems on PC.
Yeah.
Which it used to be really bad. Like during
Oh,
the
absolutely.
7th generation, it was really bad. But like the 7th generation. I was trying to think of like what generation we're on. But with the 8th generation, it got a lot better. Because but there's still a few outliers. Like Nier Automata is much better to play on PS4 than it is on PC because PC has a weird like problem with it.
Well, they
PC.
are androids.
PC is weird because there's nothing that like ticks all the boxes for me, because for consoles I want the physical game all the time, every single time. But for PC, I'm not gonna get like a disc because discs get scratched really easily.
You
and
like
then
can't
just-
even do that anymore.
You
Like
can't,
I
you
bought,
also
Yeah.
can't even do that
Dude,
anymore.
most-
right?
bought, like,
most
an
PCs don't even have
$80
a drive.
I bought an $80 copy of Deus Ex Human Revolution, like collector's edition when it came out, and I opened it up. You put the disc in, it's a hyperlink to Steam. I'm like, are you fucking I was pissed.
Well, like I wish there was like a PC that could like take cartridges. Those would last forever. You would have a physical game, but that's like not real. That's not real, unfortunately.
No, it's not.
So like I like PC gaming more, but my love for physical media, I can't find anything that takes.
Do you want to know the real reason why I love physical media so much? Here's the thing. I wanted to get back here. Oh my god. Is your floor just covered with games right now?
It is again.
Like I mean, it's kind of cool. Like, it just
Okay.
Oh my
Oh no, Tom!
Tom.
He died.
Oh, well, I'm in the center temporarily. Hello.
Hello.
Oh, I'm not anymore.
What happened?
I don't know what happened. I died apparently.
The Urix got him.
Shit. But
I crushed you. I crushed you with my
gonna say. Oh, the reason that I like physical media is that I wanted to get Titanfall 2 last year, and I was like, I'll get it for PC. $60 still. Maybe I'll get it for PS4. $7.99 used. I'm like,
yeah, that's what I'm legitimately worried about with like digital games. They don't have the used sale ever.
yeah.
Yeah.
So companies can just
There's
sell them
no
at full
stock
price.
they have to get rid of. Like,
Right.
I raid the GameStop bargain bin constantly because it's like, oh, it's like 4 games for $10. All right, here's all the games I slept on from 10
Apparently
years
they
ago.
were
Right,
they were accidentally selling Animal Crossing 50% off today.
Oh,
What?
Shit.
Yeah, they did it on accident.
Well, the fun I've had with it already with friends and being like at the same time as my friends, I guess, is already worth that $30. I guess.
Oh, yeah.
I guess. But still, man, like I want to pay $30 for Animal Crossing, please. Thank you. Can I get $30 back?
Yeah.
Can you give me like that Best Buy deal? Please,
I mean,
thank you.
I pre-ordered the Final Fantasy VII remake, and I had like a $25 gift thing from Best Buy, so I got it for like $37. Though it's not going to get here until April 17th, so not until 7 days after it comes out.
Rip.
Gotta hold that.
Tear.
Until it's done.
Stuff.
Anyway, I guess that's enough to talk about consoles for a while. So yeah, let's talk about some delays and stuff. There's a lot of stuff that was delayed because of the virus.
or canceled.
Yeah, or canceled. So this an interesting thing is that Onward, which came out earlier in the month, it has theater run, but it came out on digital like recently, and it's coming out on Disney Plus like this week.
Did that movie just get blown up by every single possible like way it could?
Yep.
The advertising wasn't that great. I had no interest in seeing it. The coronavirus came in, so no one went to go see it. The people who were even gonna go see it, like, oh, how did that movie do? Yikes.
Got slaughtered. Poor thing.
Mhm.
I think it wasn't like it wasn't that good to begin with. It wasn't like a heavy hitter for Pixar.
Mhm.
It almost felt like a side project. But combining this with the coronavirus, it's like
It's that's terrible. Yeah.
did not expect that there'd be something that did worse than The Good Dinosaur.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Better
Yeah, I didn't
than The
really
Good
know it
Dinosaur.
was like a Pixar movie at all. Like, it's like I heard about it on the periphery. I always you always hear about the Pixar movies. It's just like, all right, next big Pixar movie. But the only thing I really heard about for Onward was, whoa, check out this LGBT cop, and it just felt very limp. Like,
Yeah.
okay, good for you. But that was all I heard about it, and it wasn't anything that excited me enough to go see the movie. So.
Even seeing the trailers, I was like, I'm not jumping out of my seat at all.
Paleo. I need to reset my internet. It's chugging so hard right now.
Go ahead.
Bye.
Cow.
Onward.
Quitter. Disgusting.
Tom's center now.
So
You
yeah,
know what, what Hero was saying though, like I agree completely. Like it just never caught me. Like there's like some Pixar films that I feel like, yeah, I'm gonna go see that. Like it just there's something in it that's like I'm gonna go see it. But with Onward, it was just like, oh, just Chris Pratt and Tom Holland, their voices in it. Other Disney people, you go see it, and I was just like, it didn't appeal to me. There was nothing in it that like clicked me like, oh, I'm gonna go see that, like with Soul, like, and that was one that was like, okay, I'm not gonna watch any trailers for this. I'll go see this movie, whatever. And so
So yeah, a bunch of stuff delayed. I assume some stuff that's coming out soon is probably gonna just like have like streaming release, because Trolls comes out next month, and that's gonna
streaming.
Yeah.
Okay.
But delays. Scoob is delayed, which is coming out in May. And that's a movie that I'm interested in seeing. Wonder Woman 84 was delayed. Some Sony movies were delayed. Like the Morbius movie was delayed.
Good riddance. Venom 2 was delayed.
Yeah, I didn't even know Venom 2 was coming out this year.
Yeah, I saw the things with like
Venom
Woody
2's
Harrelson.
coming out this year?
Yeah, it is, because Woody Harrelson.
Maybe not anymore.
Yeah, not this year. Like, but yeah. Like, what's really sad is like New Mutants. That is a movie that just keeps getting pushed
it just
back.
keeps getting
like
shit on.
Yeah, it's like it's got cursed.
It's never
or
gonna come
like
out.
Yeah,
It's not very new anymore.
No, exactly. It's just like what 2017? No. 2018? No. 19? No. And then it's like 2020. Oh, it's finally coming. And it's just like no, and it's just like you won't let me live. You won't let me die. Like what the hell? It's just like why won't you let me?
Oh yeah, no. Deli 18 saying I don't think there's been anything about the third SpongeBob movie yet. I haven't heard anything about it being delayed, but it probably will be. Another yellow thing that got delayed was Minions 2. I don't think anybody is sad about that.
Just cancel it. Just fucking cancel it.
No, but it makes them muddy.
Ugh. But at what cost?
Yeah. Last time we did talk about a bunch of stuff that was put a halt to production. But
like Black Widow got delayed too.
Yeah,
so that's just another one. And it's just like, but the thing is, again, this is a year where most of the movies, there's nothing. Like, I think besides, like, for me and Tom, like, Godzilla and Kong thing, like, there's nothing that's, like, I have to see this. Like, last year was just so many, like, I have to see how the MCU wraps this up. I have to see how freaking Game of Thrones. I got to see how fucking, I got to see how
Ponies ends.
Yeah, Ponies ends. I got to see how
How to Train
Star
Your
Wars
Dragon ends.
Yeah, crap like that. We had to see a bunch of stuff. There was a lot of endings in 2019. There was a lot of films where it's just like you wanted to see how that concluded. And this was the year that was the first year where it's just like there's nothing that's like a real like, oh, I have got to absolutely 1,000,000% see this. If I don't see this, and it's just fucked up. It's just like, yeah.
I mean, I gotta see season 3 of DuckTales. Let me be real.
Yeah, DuckTales is the godliest thing ever.
Which that's coming out like this week, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. The 4th, Saturday.
But yeah.
For right now is BNA. BNA looks fucking.
Well, it's out right now, Tom. Yeah, BNA's out right now. It's good.
Yeah.
Is it? I thought it was coming out.
Yeah, the first 6 episodes already aired in Japan.
Yeah, you can watch all of them.
Yeah.
I'll link them to you after this.
All right, I know what I'm doing.
It's like Kill a Kill with furries.
Yeah. That's all you needed to say.
Yeah.
Raccoon girl main character. I'm down. I approve.
Really? You? A raccoon girl?
Yeah, I know. Weird, right? But, you know.
Oh, my God, dude.
So, yeah. It seems like, movies aren't doing that well. Cartoons and TV shows are doing a bit better, though. And also, video games are doing fantastically right now because everybody's stuck at home.
Yeah. Animal Crossing is an essential service, so they refuse to close.
Animal Crossing is like, it's sold better than Pokemon and Smash, which is just ludicrous.
Good, but not with Smash. I'm mad about Smash, but good riddance, Pokemon. Go die in a fire. I know. It doesn't seem like I'd be that kind of person. But some of you were here for the rant that I just went.
The 3-hour rant. We should have recorded it. You should have just brought Craig in.
Was it literally 3 hours long?
Yeah. It was like,
no, it was not.
He was like,
an hour and a half, please.
God damn it, we're trying to make it exciting for the audience. You had to be the one like,
An hour and a half is still exciting. That's a really long time to rant about Pokemon. Free form, with
3
no
hours.
script.
Like, oh my god, that was amazing. And then
Okay,
hour
cool.
45 is like awesome,
whatever
but
you
I was
say.
just like, oh my god, wow.
But yeah, Animal Crossing Doom came out. Resident Evil 3 comes out this week.
Oh yeah.
Like Neo 2 came out. Final Fantasy 7 Remake's coming out later. So yeah, there's Xenoblade Chronicles is coming out in May. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff. And speaking of which, I wanted to talk about the mini direct that happened.
Oh yeah.
Because yeah.
Well, what about the Mickey Moran?
Why don't you have him on things?
Can I start talking about this mini direct with the just like, okay, so Smash Bros, right?
Yeah.
Smash Bros is a series, very beloved. Smash reveals, very, very big deal. Just picture this. It's whoa, who's gonna be the next Smash Bros character? It is someone from Kingdom Hearts. Stay tuned. Imagine if it was any other series. That was the weirdest reveal we've ever.
It was very weird. It was like, have you not chosen yet?
I'm happy. I'm happy that.
By the way, for people to chat, it wasn't Kingdom Hearts, it's ARMS.
It wasn't Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
It wasn't Kingdom Hearts, it was an ARMS rep. I'm sorry. I used Kingdom Hearts as a good, like, just think about if it was any other series. Hello.
Yeah.
Because if you had, the reason why it worked for ARMS, thank goodness, is because it's a first party rep. Sure, okay.
And nobody's really the main character in it.
Yeah, I mean Springman, but yeah, he's like
because he's on the cover.
Yeah, he's on the cover, but he's also an assist trophy.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But my prediction is that there's going to be multiple characters within the slot, like for like Hero.
Probably.
That's my thought as well. Because
That's probably why they released it that way. Yeah.
And it's also a case of, I don't remember who said this, but I 100% parallel the thought. Because they said it's going to be someone from ARMS, there is no chance it's going to be Springman. Because if it was Springman, and they said it's someone from ARMS, and then later they're like, hey, it's Springman, then everybody who was like going through like, oh, who's it going to be? They was like, okay, well, why that was kind of a waste.
But they showed Springman on the thing with all the characters.
They showed Springman on the thing. But it's like, it would just be really weird.
Dude, it's gonna be someone from Street Fighter. Be like, wow, there's so many Street Fighter characters. It's all so interesting. It's Ryu. Like,
well, of course.
Yes.
I mean, provided he wasn't already in the game.
Like, I understand what you're saying.
Why not Akuma?
Akuma is a
Badass
demon.
motherfucker.
He's a demon, and he's already in Tekken. So
He's a
that's probably why they didn't use him. That's actually probably why they didn't use him.
How does he was a human who became a demon.
How is he?
What is it?
How is he in Tekken? He's top tier in Tekken. That's how he is.
Isn't that the reason why they didn't put in?
Can he still do fireballs in Tekken?
Yes.
And nobody else can do fireballs in Tekken, right?
Well, Geese from King of Fighters can also do his Reppuken, which is basically a fireball.
So it's just like these
2D
like,
characters.
definitively better characters in Tekken and just tooling on all the Tekken cast.
Geese isn't actually, he's like good, but he's not like top. Akuma's top. But
Yeah,
the 2D bros are really good, yeah.
Isn't that the reason why Incineroar was in instead of Decidueye? Because Decidueye isn't.
Decidueye is in Pokken.
Yeah.
Pokken is so. I want to like Pokken so much. If it was just the Tekken part, I would be all in on that game. But they also. Oh, if it was.
No. I like
Yes,
Tekken.
just the Tekken part. Just the dual phase part where you like fight like this. That's great. But the whole arena thing, I can't.
I think I like how I've played a decent amount of Pokemon. Pokemon's good. No, I enjoy it's like part
The
of
free roaming.
the strategy is when are you switching from one to the other?
I understand.
And yeah.
It's just for me personally because I'm a
But Hero
traditional
just wants to
fighting game
play
player.
fighting games. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair
I
enough.
feel you.
Anything that deviates from traditional has to really win me over, but I'm pretty stubborn on it.
I mean, I
That's just a
agree.
personal right.
That's why I don't play Smash.
I do dislike the arena, the 3D one. I look at Jump Force and I'm like, ugh. JoJo's Eyes of Heaven is a 3D arena one, while All-Star Battle is a 2D one. I far prefer I want to play the 2D one more because I do prefer 2D fighters so much more. So, but it's like, yeah,
You know how it is.
But like Arena Fighter should have begun and ended with Power Stone because none of them are as good as Power Stone.
Damn.
that's why I've played it, but I look at it, I'm like, yeah, that looks good.
Power Stone
Power
is
Stone
fun.
2
It's
is
a fun
fucking.
game. Power Stone 2 is so much better than 1, 2. I love 1, but 2 is just next level good.
It really is.
Sorry, we deviated because I
yeah,
talked about Pokemon.
let's see, mini
Direct.
direct. Yeah. There was
Where's the Power Stone remake? Come on, guys. Well, they did Panzer Dragoon remake, which is another Sega game.
Yeah, I've heard mixed things about the remake.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, how do you mess up Panzer Dragon? That game's just.
I don't know. They put in like
Star
a
Fox with dragons. How do you?
yeah they put in like a weird modern control scheme for it. Though you can
Stop
switch it
doing
back to
that.
the original
Okay,
control
okay.
scheme.
I understand. Oh, no, that would be another tangent entirely. Let me just keep going. Keep going.
What was that?
Sorry?
That was my phone being weird.
But
Yeah. Right.
yeah, it opened with Xenoblade Chronicles,
Definitive.
definitive edition, which is going to add some more
Xenoblade
stuff in an epilogue.
Xenoblade people are getting
excited
their
about that
stuff.
one.
Man.
I know.
I feel like I'm sure it's not, but I feel like every other direct is like Xenoblade. I'm like, damn man, when did
Yeah,
this?
I want them to port Xenoblade Chronicles X because that one's great.
X would be neat. I played a bit of X. I didn't play that much of it, but I played a bit of it, and it definitely would be. It would fit well on the Switch, I think. Xenoblade Definitive Edition, though, I want to tell you about how much. Okay, so Xenoblade, right? Big fat game. I played it on my tiny ass 3DS because I didn't get the Wii copy, and I'm like, man, this is a good game. But
that's the main reason why I didn't get the 3DS one is because I found a copy of it. I was like, yes, I want to get the Wii version so I can play it on a bigger screen.
You're lucky. Yeah, I wanted to play it on a big screen. It's like I look at even if you do play the Wii version though, you play it and you're like, it's kind of an ugly game.
Yeah,
but
it is kind of ugly.
Game. It's like, okay, if you look at the scenery and the scale of things, it is so good looking. If you look at Shulk's face, it is dirty as hell. So I was introduced to Shulk through Smash Bros. As a lot of people were, obviously. And like you get used to how he looks in Smash Bros. And I pictured that as this is how Shulk looks. Going and playing Xenoblade, it's like, oh god, he just doesn't look as good, and it like dampens the experience a bit. The good news, the gameplay and the story far makes you ignore that. Like it is a fantastic game despite its looks, which is why I'm so excited about Definitive Edition. It looks fantastic. Shulk looks like Shulk. That's
and the world is like so much more detailed.
There is so much. It's like they did not have the budget to make Xenoblade when they made Xenoblade. Now they've got several successful games under their belt. They have the budget to make a pretty Xenoblade, which is also where the shoulder of the Bionis rat was originally going to be part of the original game. And then they're like, well, we just didn't have the budget all the time to finish the shoulder of the Bionis. Sorry, but the rest of the game is fantastic. Here you go. We're getting the shoulder of the Bionis. That's Xenoblade Future Connected. What the hell?
I'm glad that it's getting a definitive edition for the Switch because the Switch is like a console that's doing really well. It has like over 50 million people playing. Over here, GameStop, they had this weird thing, like it was a GameStop exclusive because like of people were like petitioning to have Xenoblade come over. It's like, why aren't you bringing over this game? Because they weren't going to bring it over, even though it had a translation.
Operation Rainfall. Or
Yeah,
something.
Operation Rainfall, which was for Xenoblade, Pandora's Tower, and The Last Story.
Yes, and Xenoblade was the only one that mattered.
Yeah.
In the end.
Yeah, but then it came over here. It's like, why is it a GameStop exclusive? And why are this GameStop selling, like, opening the new copies and selling them as used? So, and then it came out on the new 3DS, which not a lot of people had that specific version of the 3DS. And also, they just weren't that many copies of that Xenoblade. So this time is like, okay, it's going to have like a copy that people can actually buy. Which it also was on the
came out.
Yeah, it was also on the Wii U Virtual Console, but nobody had a Wii U.
That's disappointing. The Wii U was so good. I know, but
Yeah.
Pokemon Snap 2, they should have done it. They didn't. They fucked up.
Yeah.
Pokemon Snap. Oh, I would have loved that. I would have.
Right?
It would have been so. You know what I think would be a really weird tangent, but this is something that's on my mind. Imagine a Pokemon Snap sequel where it's the same, you're on a rail and you're looking around at Pokemon, but it's Pokemon Go and you're catching Pokemon as you're going through. Right?
Mm-hmm.
That
be cool.
That would be a good tie-in, I think. That would be it's like
Pokemon Snap for phones, and you use your phone's camera and you take pictures of Pokemon in the real world.
I almost want to say that that's cool, but I think the AR aspect is kind of jank and like there's not much.
ARKit 2, man, on iPhones, it's getting better. We're getting there.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but
when those Apple glasses come out after like 10 more years of development, it's gonna be great. It's gonna change the world.
But how do you have that Pokemon Snap experience of like optimizing a route? Or at least that's why I like Pokemon Snap. Is I like the optimizing your pictures during a single run.
You just play while driving.
Oh,
yeah, but
it doesn't matter.
It's not a repeatable rail. I'm
maxing.
I just think it would just. I far prefer there's scenery and it's handcrafted and it's there and whoa, there's a Growlithe behind that little rock over there and it's always going to pop up so long as you throw the apple like 200 meters back there at that Magikarp on the freaking on the peak. You get the Squirtle too. Anyway, the point is the Pokemon Snap is a good game that needs a sequel and there's opportunities to do it that isn't just taking pictures. I think like instead of taking the best picture, you could be doing the throwing the ball over and catching as many of them as you can. The best way, right? Wouldn't that be good? That's my idea. Tangent over. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
We can go back to talking about the direct.
Yeah.
Go back to Nintendo not listening to any good ideas and doing
No, but they are though. We got Odyssey, we got Breath of the Wild, we got Smash. It's just
Pokemon.
We're not getting paid, Mario. We're not getting paid.
There was that rumor today.
Don't never talk to me about Pokemon.
There was that rumor today about all those Mario games.
Oh yes, that's if it's true, that's exciting, but it doesn't feel true. I'm not believing it.
But in the direct, there's also a more of a look on Bravely Default 2, which looks good. Let's see, 2K's. Yeah,
looks
2K.
Like Bravely Default.
Yeah, 2K is bringing out a bunch of their games, which was leaked before with XCOM 2, the BioShock collection, and the Borderlands collection.
Yes.
I'm trying to think of what else. The weird thing is like they ended it very weirdly. Like it's like, oh, well, we got one more thing to show you, and then we're done.
One more thing.
It
was Pokemon.
it was more details on the Pokemon expansion, except for it was details that we already kind of knew.
No, there was nothing new. Maybe was the signature move new? I don't even think it was. But it's like it was presented as if it was. It was.
Yeah, because like we already had the Pokemon Direct and that talked about this.
Yeah,
like
it's weird. I
at least the update on Animal Crossing is like, here's the holiday things that are coming up.
And I think it's just a case of like the people who. No, you know what? there is a chance that it's all the coronavirus. The coronavirus like halted, like, oh, we're going to reveal this, but we can't really. Things have been halted. But like ignoring that, like Pokemon just isn't as it's popular. It's a very successful series, but the people who are making Pokemon now, like they don't care as much about the game. But it's hard because Nintendo Direct is all about like, we're presenting this. Square Enix, come bring your new Bravely Default information. All right, Nintendo team, come show more Animal Crossing stuff. All right, Pokemon Company, what do you have? Urshifu's signature move does this. It's like, all right, Pokemon, good for you. Direct is over. Like, that's what it feels like.
I unironically think the most exciting thing to me personally from the Direct is the fact that I can have Hanafuda on my Switch.
Clubhouse Games, the AAA game of the summer.
I was like, is this really the exciting thing of a Nintendo Direct? Is that I get to play some board games? Because it really is.
Play Solitaire. I'm excited about Solitaire.
Like, I'm legit excited about those games in one collection. It's coming out in June. How is it taking that long?
Release it
They started working on it the day they announced it.
Like, I'm not saying games don't take a long time. I'm saying those games have been made time and time and time, and I will say time again.
They all look complete. You showed us a bit of each and every one of them.
Right.
And it feels like a re-release. Like, it feels like it's been released. It might not be. It might be from the ground up, but it feels like these are games that have been released on like the Wii U and etc.
We've made these games a billion times. I don't understand how this could take until June. But when it comes out, I will buy it. So
yes, unless it's like $70.
Right. That should be like a $40 game.
It is $40.
Okay.
Yeah.
$40 US. It's more expensive over here in Australia. So. Oh well.
Yeah. I can't think of anything else that really excited me that much. I did like that Capcom game, the deep sea exploration weird thing. That was neat.
Wow, really?
The weird sea creatures and stuff.
You like that?
It sounded like something you'd be
I wasn't too interested.
It's got a giant bobbit worm in it. And something that looks like a Dunkleosteus.
You just made that up. You just made that word up. I promise.
No, look up Dunkleosteus.
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 Is that like Donkey's Persona?
Right.
If Donkey's Persona is a giant fish, I guess.
Why do you say these words and expect us?
Anyone to hear to know that? Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I keep
VX85 sen.
What's the next topic?
So, something ended this week, or last week, I guess, on Friday. Steven Universe Future. I was waiting for Saber to get back so we could talk about it.
Here we are in the future. Universe Future. The song says "Here we are in the future" and it's bright. What part was bright? It seemed like it all sucked.
Yeah.
I mean, it's better than what it once was with a galactic empire.
I guess, yeah.
Hitler's your friend now, so I guess that's good.
Mm-hmm.
What if there wasn't just one Hitler, but three? What if there was a Hitler living inside our main character?
But enough about Jojo Rabbit.
There's a little Hitler in all of us, you know.
Negative.
So, it came to an end. It ran its course with its epilogue series, which kind of was unusual. It was
unusual, yeah.
Unusual in the sense of, like, I mean, I'm okay with this, but I can't recall of another series that's ever done this before, where it's like, here's our conclusion, just kidding, here's another season that's like an epilogue season. I know that
you've had other shows with you've either had a time skip and then a lot more show. You've like Naruto and One Piece, and there's definitely more. You've got My Little Pony, which got like an epilogue episode, which was a time skip. I've never heard of I can't think of a show which has just had regular season, epilogue, season.
Yeah,
Naruto did that. Like Naruto, the anime for Naruto, because what happened is after they did the whole thing where he fights Sasuke and they do their thing, and then after this movie, The Last, they came back and did 12 episodes of them just living in the village by themselves, just chilling out, doing slice of life stuff. So it was kind of cool. And then the last episode, Naruto gets married. So it was pretty much just an epilogue sort of season for the last season for their thing. So I thought that was kind of cool what they did.
That being said, are you telling me that Rebecca Sugar ripped off anime for her show?
No. Big old anime tears. I don't know. Steven Universe will forever be the king of
aggression,
not being able to deliver on the climax.
It's fumbling the landing,
ruined orgasms as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah,
but no, legitimately, because My Little Pony even had a satisfying finale. Regular show had a satisfying finale. Adventure Time, and all three of them have funny enough, I think Adventure Time was third. Regular show second, and My Little Pony legitimately had a good finale.
Yeah,
I'm biased, but trying to put my biasness to the side, I still think it's good. It's both for the future season and then the seasons that came before it with both storylines. It's here's the climax, done. And it's can we just bathe in this for a bit longer? Can I spend time at Homeworld and really work up to we had 3 fusions in an episode, in one single episode for fusions. I was hoping for single episodes about. But it's no, we're out of time, fuckers. We gotta go now.
Yeah.
And then
it seemed like there should have been a season in between that part and the movie.
Yeah,
right. The movie was the best thing to come from the show. Funny enough, in my opinion.
The movie was really, really good. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's just a lot of the stuff in Steven. When Steven Universe was good, it was really damn good. It was freaking this is
when the story was on, it was on.
Just because your story's on 40-50% of the time doesn't make up.
I wouldn't even say that high.
Yeah, exactly. 30% of the time, I'll be 30% of the time. Yeah, just when it's good, it's this is solid.
That's the difference between Steven Universe and those other shows that Saber mentioned with Adventure Time, regular show, and My Little Pony. Is that when the main story, if there is a main story, isn't on, it's still enjoyable to watch because the characters are fun to be with.
We hate everyone in Beach City.
I
hate all of them.
They're not interesting. They're not. The gyms are infinitely more interesting. And don't get me wrong, I love Slice of Life. I mean, I'm watching Slice of Life episodes of Pony, which has a talking horse who can bake cookies, which is interesting. But I suppose, I don't know, the Steven Universe is not being able to deliver on their climaxes. It's not so sexual, I say it like that.
It's true.
It's all for pornography. Come on. But the pacing, though, the pacing on the show is its greatest sin. And that's not even including the release schedules that did not help. So
no. It doesn't, it legitimately does not matter how interesting I think a show is. If its release schedule is bad, it really hurts it. I love Gravity Falls, but I fell off that bandwagon, I think 2 or 3 times. I can't remember if it was 2 or 3, because that show had kind of also that just long hiatus. I was I'm so interested, and then just every day kept passing. I was I lost it entirely.
You know what show is just this wonderful blend of having a narrative to keep following a main story with some fantastic slice of life?
Star Trek?
No, DuckTales.
Oh.
Yeah, DuckTales. Yeah. That's why
DuckTales
it's
Star Trek.
Yeah.
I don't know what the main story is to Star Trek. Romulans might be here. I don't know. It's this fucking Romulans again. But
DuckTales for real though, yeah.
DuckTales is a fucking goat. You say duck, but it's fucking amazing. I will tell people someone's just what anime should I watch? Fuck anime. Watch DuckTales. DuckTales is fucking great. It's really damn good.
Whenever they would take a break from the main story, okay, let's take a moment away from the main story. let's see what Huey's up to. Let's see what Dewey's up to. Let's go, team up with Webby and Louie or whatever. I'm like, that's fine. I fucking love it. I'm in. I'm here for it. Like, you guys know how to do a good blend of slice of life with the main story. I think Steven Universe's main story being so ingrained in fantasy and drama and science fiction and action, and then it's like slice of life. Let's see what the grandma character of this pizza place is doing. It's like, nah.
Yeah, exactly. Like exactly that whole thing with because I remember when we there was something big that happened, I think it was season 3 or 4, whatever like that. We were all watching it together, and then it was just they come back to Earth, and it's just well, we got to talk about Mayor Dewey right now. I don't give a fuck about Mayor Dewey. Go back to space. What the fuck are you talking about?
They went to a stupid ass pool party where
that stupid pool party, because there was 5 episodes in a row. They were all dropped, and it was Connie was mad at Steven for some BS reason, or wasn't mad at him. And he was just why is this happening? You took my lion. And I remember the whole time I was like, that's your fucking lion. You let her take your pets. That, what the?
An entire Steven bomb, and nothing good came of it.
I remember Steven bombs.
Yeah,
I
Steven
hate those.
You know what had a good release schedule? My Little Pony. Even though we had hiatuses, they were nothing like Steven Universe.
Man, I don't know. There was that hiatus during season 2. That was long as hell. I was like,
that was very early on, though. After that, it was it's fine.
That was such a long hiatus.
So yeah, one of y'all said this. Steven Universe is good. It's very good.
By the way, that hiatus during season 2 was still way shorter than anything Steven Universe had. It was only 6 weeks. Steven Universe was months.
I think the big problem with Steven Universe's slice of life stuff is that a good slice of life section of a show will usually focus on taking the characters that you like from the main plot, putting them in a more casual or comedic situation, so you can kind of do 2 things. You can either see these characters you like in a new context, right? A great example for me is when Goku and Piccolo go trying to get their license.
Yeah, that is
so far removed from what usually you think of with these characters. So that's a great way of showing another dimension to them. And then the second thing is using these kind of one-off slice of life episodes to develop the characters going forward into the plot. So using it as an excuse to develop the character, learn something new about them. And, Steven Universe didn't do either of those because all of its slice of life episodes shifted focus to the B cast that nobody cared about.
Yep.
And it would do these in the middle of a plot arc. If you had wrapped up some of the stories and then in between ending your first arc and starting your second arc, we had here's what the B cast is doing back in Beach City, it wouldn't be nearly as bad as we're in the middle of what the fuck's finding out what's going on with the cluster. Let's go to the donut shop. It's no. There's tension that hasn't been relieved yet.
Right.
Yeah. No, this is 1,000% true, because that was the biggest thing.
I know what you're thinking of, Saber, because I thought of it too.
Adventure Time?
What? No, I was.
He was thinking about Tensions being released.
Yeah, Tension being released.
Yo, not the same wavelength at all.
Rebecca Sugar is into that narrative edging, and I'm not about it.
Yeah, I like that about some Adventure Time where they have the little miniature characters, and they're this is just the B characters and the C characters, and they put them in a bag.
Yeah,
remember that, Leo?
Yeah, I do remember that.
Okay,
it's great.
Yeah, he made out with freaking lady.
Jax, you were saying something. What was up?
No, I was gonna go off what Tom was saying about the characters, because there were characters we and you talked about this here. What was that Fry kid who said the profound line in season 1? Did we ever see that kid again? Or it's just
no,
yeah, it's just oh yeah, but you work all this time to get time back. It was some great thing about time and work, and it was just
cash that can't buy back the time you lost.
Exactly that one. Yeah, we never see that kid again. What did?
Yeah, he shows up. He shows up again very shortly, but most people forget it.
Exactly. So it's just he was one of the side characters. I'm okay, I like you talking about. Another character who I used to like a lot, Sadie. I used to like Sadie a lot, and then she joined the fucking stupid ass band, and she's bullshit.
I didn't get into the whole band and the green hair and Rebel, and I was that just. I mean, I know it's her character. Rebecca shouldn't do anything what she wants with her characters, but I was that just did not seem like the path that character was gonna go on.
What the fuck happened when that relationship of Sadie and Lars felt so good on the island when they're breaking?
Right, yeah.
Wasn't it like that episode like sort of like effed up like when you think about it, because she was like she lied about like, oh, I just wanted to spend time with you to do this thing, like make it seem like, oh, we're getting closer because of this, even though we could have left, and Lars just like freaking out or something. I don't remember the episode. That's all.
Yeah.
Is that what happened? Like, because I remember only because someone retweeted about it, and I was just like, is that what happened in that episode? Because I don't remember, because I like all of them went to that island, they fought an invisible gem, and then Lars and Sadie kissed, and then apparently like Sadie found out like, oh, you can get back anytime you want, but like she kept it hidden, and Lars was having like a mental breakdown about like, I can't believe I'm freaking stuck here, and like this and something like. So I don't know. Yeah,
I think part of the reason why like I didn't care about the band at all, because the band didn't sound good. I was like, these songs don't sound good. They sound bad. So like, I just
it's frustrating.
Because Sadie was legit like my favorite character. I really liked her, and then she dropped like if there's like an S tier, like all the way down to F, she legit went from like S tier to me to like low C tier, high D. Like really, yeah. I was just like, I don't care about you anymore. And every time you show up, I'm just kind of like, what did you do to my girl?
Yeah, exactly. Because it's just first off, I don't like any like I think like the whole gang of characters she hangs with, I just don't like them as
like sour cream and
sour cream, the guy with the glasses who tries to be cool, whatever. Like I don't care about him. Like it's just
and the pizza girl. Like I don't like that crew really at all.
Yeah, I'm really interested on how much of the story of Steven Universe was actually like conceived by Rebecca Sugar, because like from what I understand, like the episodes are all written by different people. Like a lot of Western animation does this, but like we know that like Steven Universe's like art direction had a very loose structure to it. Like nobody really had to stay on model. All of the like storyboard artists and stuff, and like the key animators could do whatever really they wanted, which is why the animation had no real sense of cohesion for the most part. I would assume that probably the writing had a similar like loosey-goosey kind of nature. So if you have a bunch of people,
you know what does it better,
doing their own thing, there's a lack of cohesion in the storytelling. And I think that's probably why the movie felt so good, because it was a single production and there was probably one person in charge of that entire plot line, and that brought all the good parts of the show to the surface because it was a single cohesive vision and not like 15 writers all trying to do their own thing with their own character. Because you know there's somebody who's probably like, Sadie's my character. I'm going to have it be the Sadie show when I'm in charge, you know, and like go down this whole rabbit hole that probably is not connected to anything else.
Yet, you know, a show does that whole loosey-goosey type thing better, both with the writing and the animation?
Gumball.
Adventure Time?
OKKO.
Oh.
Yeah, because OKKO does have like an end goal in the show, but it's so like over the top and silly that it just works.
It's cartooniness versus like, okay, talking about like a show Bible. Like I think one that really impresses me, and this is kind of a tangent, but I love King of the Hill show Bible and how they're like, here, you can't make Peggy look sexy ever. You can't have her looking hot. You can't have her being curvy. You can't have the character standing and like fluid movement. Like Hank's got to walk a certain way that makes him look stiff because that's his character. I love it. I love it when shows are like, we have a strict Bible, we're going to keep to it because that's part of our show's quality. Steven Universe is like, yeet! Like, we're going to do what we want.
I mean, Peggy looked kind of hot in that one episode.
What is the next topic?
let's move on. But yeah, Steven Universe future, it happened. It was okay, I guess.
Okay, honestly, the show Steven Universe,
good episodes in there.
It was good.
The show was a good show. It's a good show. Like I would recommend it if someone was like, "Do you think I should watch Steven?" I'd be like, "Yeah, sure, it's a good show." I would say like
wait for the inevitable Steven Universe Kai that cuts out all the bull.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, it would be like 4 episodes. No, I'm joking.
There you go.
Are you though? Are you though?
Easily consumable. There you go.
So next, let's talk about a little bit about some trailers. Then we'll have a topic after that, and then we'll go to Q&A. So some trailers. Solar Opposites. It's from Justin Roiland.
Oh, the Rick and Morty show?
Yeah.
Is that basically a Rick and Morty alternate universe?
It's from Justin Roiland, not from Dan Harmon, just Justin Roiland.
But is it like because it's the same style? Like,
it is the same style.
It looks
Isn't
very
pretty much
similar.
everything Justin Roiland do, like at least the same style of humor. I haven't seen this trailer, but I'm curious now.
Well, it's like literally the same
feels
art
very
style.
similar. It's like a very similar art style, and the jokes are like verbatim the exact same kind of tone.
Well, there was also like Accounting Plus, I think, was another one, which was like not Rick and Morty at all, but it was Justin Roiland's voice and it was Justin Roiland's jokes. So,
I don't know.
I mean, I could be wrong, but I mean, I haven't seen this. What was it? Solar what?
Yeah, Solar Opposites.
Solar Opposites. I'll take a look.
Yeah. I'm not sure what network it's supposed to be on.
Hulu.
Well,
that's not
Pirate Bay.
Like,
It does look
man.
like the same.
oh yeah,
art
Hulu.
style.
That's what it is. Yeah.
yeah, it's on Hulu.
Yeah, it's got the weird asterisk eyes, the little like.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
yeah.
So is like that's why I'm wondering if it's like the same universe because like even though like I don't know if this is like
It
how
could be a
Tuca and Birdie
Futurama
was.
situation.
Yeah,
It could
because
be
you know like
Futurama where it's like it's Matt Groening. It's completely different universe, but the art style is basically identical,
Yeah.
except they're not yellow.
yeah, they even met like and Simpsons met like Futurama like years later. So like that
Yeah,
was the thing.
that
But, yeah, but
That
it's
was,
like
things like that.
yeah, because like I'm just wondering if it's gonna be like Tuca and Birdie and BoJack Horseman sort of thing. So like because they're like the same style, just different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not assuming. And then there's two Netflix trailers. One for a movie called Willoughby's.
Which looks amazing. Like
Yeah, it has a
I
very,
love the
very
designs.
unique style to it. Which is about these kids that kick their parents out. Like,
They tricked them to leave. The
Yeah.
parents are cruel to the kids. There's an older brother, a sister, and these two twins who are the youngest. And they're all kids themselves, though. And their parents are cruel to them, which is kind of bizarre. And so they had kids, but then they're like, "Yeah, fuck them." And then they were mean
they're
to
like, we
them.
have kids, but we don't want them.
We don't want them. And then the kids trick the parents, leave on vacation, and the kids are like, "Yeah, sweet." And then a nanny shows up. It's an interesting concept, but like the style of it, the hair itself. There's a moment where I'm like, "Is this stop motion?" Like, no, it's not. But like, I like that there's been a surge of stylized animation as of late, where it's not just like Toy Story or Kung Fu Panda or something like
That's
that.
not again.
Fuck Tom. Oh, he's back. But like, so someone tweeted about this where like you have like Peanuts, you got Trolls, even to a degree. Like, there's a bit more creativity with like the character designs and like the textures of the characters. I like that.
Spider-Verse.
Spider-Verse. There you go.
Yeah. It when watching the trailer, it reminded me a lot of like it's sort of like an evolution of the way Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs looks, with the movement at least.
Okay.
And also it did remind me a lot of Hotel Transylvania with the animation in that.
I haven't seen that in a while. I remember it being good.
Yeah.
It's like Adam Sandler. You know, to go
Adam
with the bad with
Sandler-
The
him.
first one's good. The other
Weirdly
two
at
are.
his best.
Maybe this is a top tier waifu though. That's for damn sure. Hi, Lammy.
And there was also a trailer for Pendleton Ward's new cartoon, which is also going to be on Netflix in April. So yeah, both Willoughby's and this cartoon called The Midnight Gospel is going to be on Netflix. And Midnight Gospel looks very trippy.
I can't wait. That looks insanely weird.
Yeah.
Like textbook Pendleton Ward weirdness. I can't wait.
Yeah, it's because it doesn't really have the same kind of style that Pendleton Ward has had with like Adventure Time and Bravest Warriors. It looks more like just trippy. There's a lot of weird things in it. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but it seems like there's this guy in like a virtual reality world. So we'll see what it's like when it comes out. But I'm excited for it. And it's going to be an adult show, so there's, cursing and stuff. Then last thing, before we go to Q&A, remember that Dragon's Lair Kickstarter? Or Indiegogo, or whatever?
Yeah, well...
How, like, oh yeah, we're going to make let us bring back 2D animation. We're going to make a pitch for an animated movie, for the 5-minute thing for an animated movie. Netflix is like, yeah, we'll do it in a live action.
What? Defeating the purpose.
That's ridiculous. Well, at least Ryan Reynolds was.
Yeah, they didn't say if Ryan Reynolds was going to be starring in it or just producing it.
Yeah,
So
he
we have
seems
no
like
idea.
he'd be the main guy, though.
It does seem like he would be like that main character.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I mean, it's just depressing. Like,
yeah,
'cause,
I did see Pan's video on it though. Him talking about the whole thing, and he said it would be interesting if they did it the same way they did Bandersnatch on Netflix, to where like with Bandersnatch you choose what happens. So if they did it like that, that'd be amazing.
But it's still gonna be live action.
Yeah. Or he also had this idea with Pan's video. He said it would, if they made it like Edge of Tomorrow, where it's just like some guy like continually going
dying, bring back.
bring
cool.
so that'd be cool if they made it like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, kind of disappointing that it's going to be a live action movie and not a 2D animated one, like Don Bluth sort of implied he was making.
Yeah, he did a whole freaking. I mean, his name, but like he did a whole thing with like Nostalgia Critic like years ago, like talking about like, oh yeah, well this is why we're working on it. We're trying to get the Dragon's Lair movie out because like he had Nostalgia Critic play the whole game all the way through, and he was like just commenting like back and forth with them, and then he was saying like, oh yeah, this movie's coming out. I think that was like 3 or 5 years ago or something like that. So, oh damn, I just got shut down, I guess.
Don, I saw the picture of him at Netflix in their lobby. He looks so tired.
No, he looks
really?
He looks
old.
decrepit. No, so
Mm.
so damn.
All right. Well, I guess we can go to Q&A now. We have some super chats here, so if you want to ask questions, you can use the super chats, or you can ask on Twitter, and we'll check on Twitter. So let me go through the super chats here. First from Deli18. What is $100 plus purchase you now regret today?
I can't say on live stream. In trouble.
What was her name, Jax?
Are you a simp?
I don't know what that word means.
No.
I think you explained it to me. I already forgot. Y'all just making up. I know words are made up, but like y'all just making up.
Idolizing mediocre pussy or something like that. Simpleton idolizing mediocre pussy. That's the new thing for it. I saw the whole thing on like Twitter because like my friends were having a back and forth over simp, and they were just like, it means simpleton idolizing mediocre pussy, you dumbass. And they were having a whole back and forth, and so it's just like it's so funny.
$100 purchase. I'm looking around my room.
What's $100 purchase?
Yeah, looking around my room too. I've got a full DVD set of the Sherlock show, which is irritatingly like, hey, it was a fun show temporarily, and then it kind of didn't go anywhere, and now we're probably never getting any more episodes, which is probably a good thing. It's like the first episode was good and made us think the rest of the show was good when it really wasn't.
I bought a shit ton of Yu-Gi-Oh! Booster packs back in the day. $200 worth, as a matter of fact.
Oh my god.
I bought hundreds of dollars of Magic when I was playing Standard for a while with my friends. We bought so many Scars of Mirrodin boxes. It was all bad.
Waste of money.
I've got like so many cards for the MLP trading card game. Ooh. And like it was fun. It was fun. I played it with friends, but like it went out of fashion and shops stopped selling them, and now suddenly I just have a bunch of cards that I just can't play with, even though it was fun. I did enjoy playing the game, but it was a big investment.
I have a lot of board games and no friends, so that was always bad.
What? Especially in self quarantine, it's like you're fucked. Board games.
I have like inbox copies of Mage Wars, Sorcerer, Smash Up, like tons of games over there. I'm like, oh, these are so cool. And oh wait, I have no friends. You can't play these by yourself.
I went to a Barnes and Noble and bought like this $70 like map book of Game of Thrones maps, and it was the most random purchase ever. I was there and I was like, that looks neat, maybe I should buy it. And I brought it home and I forgot about it for like a month, and then I looked at it and I was like, this is stupid. Why did I buy this? I don't want this.
Especially now.
I think it might be on my bookshelf here. One second, let me see.
Yeah, I can't think of anything, at least physically. I don't know if there's anything digitally that I've bought that's over $100.
Oh my God! Of course, my college education, biggest thing I read. A lot more than $100, but my degree is shit.
Same, but with my Bachelor of Software Engineering, irritatingly didn't go anywhere. Unless
I got one. Yeah, it was stupid. This was like back in 2015. This shit pissed me the fuck off. Still to this day, it really pisses me off. So like there was like those I saw an ad for like an Iron Man mask, and it was like the one that like does the like closes and stuff.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh my fucking God, that looks fucking metal as shit. How much is it? And then it was like a certain amount of money. I was like, fuck yeah, dude, I am gonna get this shit. And I like ordered it, and I like was waiting, and I was super excited. I was just like, man, this shit is gonna be so fucking badass. It's got light up eyes and shit. And it fucking gets to my house, and it's this fucking like rubber ass mask with like just like a Halloween shit, and it's just like I like opened like 15 things of wrapping paper. Like matter of fact, I can hold on, I'll get it. I'll go in the attic. Get it. It's such
while he's getting it, my not as fun answer, but like a real answer is because my car was having trouble. Like after I put gas in it, it would like start up like, and I was like, why can't it just start up? And I looked up a whole bunch of car videos and went to a bunch of forums to find out like what I could possibly get. And it looked like everyone was like pointing to, it's probably the fuel filter in your car. Fuel filter costs like $120. So I bought it, put in the fuel filter. It took like an hour. And that wasn't the problem. I took it to a store and they're like, oh yeah, it's this thing. It costs like $5. And I was like, oh my God. But yeah, I have a new fuel filter in my car, I guess.
Yeah, it's like there's also been like I had something in mind 5 seconds ago. Then I had another thought in mind, which was like, oh, but that's kind of depressing, and also not necessarily true. Is the very first time I went to okay, so I went to you know what, Jax, do your thing first.
Okay, no, hold on. Let me. You do your thing. I'm gonna find the image of what they showed.
Okay, so I went to BronyCan 2015, and it was an investment, and it was fun. I was a guest, and I presented Canadian Horse Pirates as the opening ceremony song, a music video thing. It was a great time, and I'm like, oh well. I now that I've tasted blood, I want to go to another convention, and so I'm like, as a sort of spontaneous sort of thought, like, yeah, let's go to Ponyville Cider Fest. And I met a few people for the first time there. I'm pretty sure that was the first time I met Saber and Race. Was at 2015's Ponyville Cider Fest, even if it was only very temporarily. But otherwise, like, it was like a huge money sink. I didn't get as much out of it as I did from BronyCan. Like part of me going to BronyCan was comped. All of it was out of pocket for Ponyville Cider Fest, and I didn't get anywhere near as much out of it because it was a last minute thing. Nobody knew I was coming, and I showed up and I'm like, oh, I don't know if I'm having a good time, which is a bit of a shame. But it was still an opportunity, A, for learning, and B, I still met people. Like, even if like the overall experience wasn't as good as I would have liked to have been, it was a learning experience, and now I know to only put money into conventions which I know I'll get more out of, which is why I've only gone to like bigger conventions or conventions I've been invited to.
It's a bigger leap of faith for you considering your geographic
Yeah, I live in
location.
Australia. So going to an American convention is a very big commitment. And I don't do it often. And that was the one and only splurge purchase, was Ponyville Cider Fest 2015.
Splurges.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go. There's an answer.
Okay. All right, so let me just show y'all what this mask was supposed to look like. All right, so this is what the thing was supposed to look like when from the thing. Let me paste it. All these files are too powerful. Fuck you. All right, let me screenshot this thing real quick. Control V or whatever. There we go. Print screen. This right here. And there's one image like that, and then on the table it's supposed to look like here we go. This
Is there a way we can get this up on the stream for the audience?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you post it?
Oh, hold on. Yeah, here we go. This is actually, I found even better. All right, this is what the shit was supposed to look like. This fucking GIF right here. This thing. Oh, come on, you bitch. Come on, you motherfucker. Why is my...
Today we watched Jax use a computer.
Yes, we're watching Jax use a computer for this fucking...
So it was supposed to look like this?
Yeah. Okay, so here we go. Boom. So everyone in the chat, this is what the stupid thing was supposed to look like. This,
There's a GIF.
yeah, there's a GIF of the thing. This is what it was supposed to look like. Okay, y'all see that? All right.
It is loading.
All right.
Oh yeah, it's supposed to open like that.
Oh.
Yeah. This
Yeah.
is what they fucking sent me. Look at this.
Oh.
Look at this bullshit. I
Oh,
spent
God.
$300 on this, and they sent me.
It's just a rubber mask.
Yes.
Did Bethesda make it?
No, it was supposed to be exactly that thing. I spent like $399 on this, and this way, and I was just like, "You motherfucker!" And then I couldn't like send it back or like because they like shut down a thing. I was like, they ripped me the fuck off. I was so fucking pissed. I will hunt those motherfuckers down and beat their ass in one day. It's no bullshit. So salty. So salty.
It sounds like some of those scams where people are selling graphics cards and they just like send you rocks.
Yeah. Oh well, like the other thing is like it doesn't. Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, like there's like they'll show like a picture of the box, but then like they'll send it, and it's like the box is just full of rocks.
Yeah.
Oh, that fucking sucks.
Yeah.
At least I got
I
these
bought
to make up for it. So there we go.
I bought an RX 580 and it was just dead. I'm assuming it was probably used for crypto mining and it just got fucking destroyed. So that sucks.
What's the next?
All right,
question?
yeah. Next super chat from Editman RGG2. Who is your least favorite director in movies and shows in general? Mine is Paul W.S. Anderson. Yes, he made Mortal Kombat, but he made 6 Resident Evil live-action movies, which are awful. An awful sandwich. Let's see. Least favorite director in movies or shows?
Well, like UA Bowl. Because UA Bowl is terrible.
Yeah, I was gonna say D&D from Game of Thrones now, especially for that last season.
Oh yeah, fuck them.
The only direct answer I can think of off the top of my head is J.J. Abrams because of Star Wars. Because it was supposed to be cool story, end of cool story, but it was cool story. No, I didn't like your version. No, go back to my version. Fuck you. My version. I'm better. Fuck you. That's Star Wars. And that's like, I don't know, that's the only example I can think of just because of the whole like, oh my god, what are you doing, Mr. Star Wars?
Mr. Star Wars.
Yeah.
What was the question?
Least favorite director in movies or shows?
It's tough.
Yeah, I don't have an answer.
I hate
other than-
movies. They're all bad. There's never been a good movie, and there never will be.
You right.
I hate Ronald Emmerich or whatever the fuck his name is. He did Godzilla 98, I believe,
yeah.
and it was shit. It was bad. It ruined my childhood. It took me 15 years to recover.
Roland Emmerich, right?
Yeah, that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Oh, Roz Variety in the chat said M. Night Shyamalan for making Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Yeah, sure.
I feel like it's an easy shot though. But I mean, to be fair, if there was going to be a live action Avatar that wasn't that, then it could have been. But instead, we got now it's so magnificently bad that it's an event in itself, which makes it like. I don't know. I think there's merit to having just a really bad movie for the fun of having a bad movie to laugh at.
It looks so bad though. Like it's one of those kinds of bad movies where it's like, no, this is painfully bad. Like not even fun bad. Like even I'm apprehensive to watching that film. Like that's just.
Have you seen it?
I've seen it.
Okay.
I recall lifeguarding back when I was in high school or early college or whatever, and I was like, it was a slow day, and this mom was talking to me, like, because she was watching her kid in the water, and she was like, yeah, I took my son to go see the new Avatar movie, and I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. And she's like, what are you talking about? I loved it. And I'm like, this is the only person who I've unironically met who's enjoyed the film.
Listen, normies don't know quality.
That's why the world is so fucked up.
Master Paleo dishing out the facts.
I mean, like, I had a conversation with somebody about, like, Suicide Squad, because I was like...
Squad. Oh my god. I was like, Jesus. Okay, yeah.
But yeah, like, people like movies that are shiny things. Shiny things happening, it's a good movie. Yeah,
it's dangling keys.
Yeah.
That's why
Suicide Squad advertised itself with Bohemian Rhapsody, and like Bohemian Rhapsody is a very good song, therefore the movie must be good, and that's
yeah.
Sorry.
See, Enigma Prince.
Fuck James Wan. Because he made Dragon Ball Evolution, and I would never forgive him for that bullshit. I don't know.
Enigma Prince asking, what is your favorite anime or cartoon hairstyle that a character has rocked? And also, what hairstyle could you reasonably pull off, and what color?
Well, I'm black, so not many, but...
Hey! You can do a lot.
Yo, we got like afros and dreadlocks and twists.
And the side one, like Killmonger shit. That looks cool.
Those are twists. There's this really long twist.
Yeah, but they're badass, man. No.
I feel like I can get away with doing like long people hair, but I also don't know how to style my hair.
See, favorite anime or cartoon hairstyle? I'm trying to think which.
Well,
which
the way they look,
like. Yeah.
I like Super Saiyan 2 Cell Game Gohan. That is the beastliest anime character of all time. Don't at me, yeah.
I don't think anyone's gonna at you though.
Step up.
You're allowed to have opinions, Shax. We're here for you.
No.
We love you.
Tom, did you see how people are comparing Doom Guy's face to like the Ice Age baby?
Yeah, it's pretty fucking funny.
Fuck.
It's pretty great. It's a 10 out of 10.
Earring?
Yeah. It's amazing.
I don't like ridiculous hair very much. I think it's just that ridiculous. But if it's a hairstyle that I certainly noticed, then that one girl from Pokemon who has the blonde hair that goes really far down and has like edges. Is her name like Lumiere? That's that's beauty.
Yeah, the lady from Sun and Moon. I forgot her name.
What's her name? Sun and Moon blonde hair girl.
Blondie.
There's Lily.
No,
that's
her
her
name's
daughter.
longer than that. Yeah. Lily, yeah, okay, that's her daughter.
Yeah, it's
What's
Lily's mom.
Lily's mom? Okay. Sun and Moon, Lily's mom.
Man, remember
Lusamine, yeah.
Lusamine, yeah.
guys who
They're
had Sword and
impossible.
Shield for hair? That was pretty dumb.
Yeah, the sword and shield hair.
Yeah, Lusamine's hair is ridiculous, man. I have no idea. Like, has anyone tried to cosplay this girl? How does the hair work?
Very big wig.
Very big.
Cardboard.
Lusamine cosplay.
Yeah, I can't think of any
Literally
hair
cardboard,
I would like. Because the only thing I thought of was like, oh, Shantae. I don't want hair that long though.
Yeah, it looks like people either just deal with the fact that gravity exists or they put cardboard on their head. One of the two.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Malik Webster asking, do you think since so many movies were delayed that the studios will use this time to put final touches on them instead of forcing them out?
No.
No, that's money. No, absolutely not.
Kinda worked with Sonic. Sonic would not be doing as good as it is if it weren't for the retouches.
Yeah, but
Sonic
Hollywood doesn't
dodged a bullet by releasing in February. Like
Good
if they
point.
released in March, it would have been fucked.
Everything else fails this year. Sonic will be the highest grossing film.
Wow.
What is this timeline?
it's like actually possible.
Oh my god. The coronavirus is a fan of Sonic.
So Sonic the Hedgehog movie could be the highest grossing film of the year, and Sonic and Mario at the Olympic Games 2020 is the only evidence that even happened, because it didn't. Sonic's gone so fast, he's fucked our entire timeline.
You went too fast.
You weren't supposed to go that fast. Jesus Christ.
I told you I'd win.
Powerpuff.
I'm so worried for Godzilla. I'm so worried. They're like, yeah, we dodged the coronavirus. Everybody else is moving the rest of the year now. It sucks.
From Ryan Walterson, favorite Tiny Toons and Animaniacs characters.
I never
like
watched
the
them.
skunk.
Sorry.
The skunk.
Tiny-
le petit boy. Dude, she was high.
Slappy's pretty funny. I like Slappy.
Slappy's the best.
Yeah.
Slappy was pretty good. That was the first name that came to mind for me as well.
Slappy's such a pessimist. I love it.
Wait, wasn't Plucky the one that was like, why'd I go down the hole?
Yeah.
Was that Plucky? Yeah, why'd I go down the
Yeah,
hole?
baby.
I used to quote that so much. Why'd I go down the
My God, I haven't thought of that in years.
Why'd I go down the hole?
As absolutely boring as it is, probably Buster. Probably. Wait, you said Tiny Toons and what else? Animaniacs?
Animaniacs.
No, I didn't watch Animaniacs.
Oh, Sally
What?
Squirrel. Or what? Slappy Squirrel? How do you say
Yeah,
her name?
Slappy.
Slappy.
Slappy, yeah, she was hilarious. Now, that whole episode with Bambi, that shit kills me every time. I was wheezing laughing so hard. Bambi, but mushy done. That's right.
Yeah,
Crying, kid. Yeah, but crying out loud, kid. Don't you say anything. This is a great episode.
Animaniacs is brilliant.
Yeah, that shit was hilarious.
Aren't they bringing it back or some shit?
Yeah,
It's
for
gonna be
Hulu.
bad.
Yeah.
I can't wait for it to not be good.
I like that one
I've been
skit
hearing
where-
a lot of good things of the production though, so we'll see.
Well, allegedly they're bringing their A game. So, I mean,
Yeah.
in light of all the new, like, Dr. Seuss and all these new high-profile, like, animated projects coming out, I'm more optimistic than pessimistic.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Malik Webster with another super chat asking, have you heard of the new anime Gal and Dinosaur? I saw an
not.
image of it, and it looks pretty cool. It has a dinosaur in it, so yeah, I
Oh
probably
my
watch
god. So you're biased. You're biased.
We've known this.
I mean, you knew that, but yeah.
Oh, shit.
Daily 18 with a super chat asking, what's your favorite meme so far in 2020?
What memes have there been?
I like that one with the weird dancing triangle. Where it's-
Y'all make me feel even older than I already feel because the young people make me feel old.
You've got
it says the weird
triangle?
3D dancing triangle where it's like music make you lose control.
What, the Missy Elliott song?
Yeah.
I have no idea what you're
I've
talking
been-
about.
I feel like I'm so old. I hate it.
You're younger than me.
I know.
I like the Bernie Sanders has some good support. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
The Baby Yoda one, I am so fucking over it. I see so many Baby Yoda memes.
Yeah, I've been seeing it disappear recently.
Good.
I haven't seen it much.
So I'm looking right now. Oh yeah, there's the Lego City.
Yeah. Hey.
Hey, Lego City's kind of funny.
That was good.
I actually don't know any of these. I really don't think I've seen like a meme in 2020.
I've seen the Bernie one a lot.
Well, like we've said many times before on the podcast, you follow like 7 people on the internet.
It's honestly wonderful. It's so nice.
It's so nice. I feel so old all the time.
Man, I have tried following more people, and I'm like, I think I just actually hate people. So I follow like 7 people that I can actually tolerate.
Yeah, I just saw.
Penis music is a good meme.
That's good.
Let me go to Twitter and see if there's a meme. Is the only time I'll ever say that
You
sentence.
need to find a meme. Past 3 full months.
I still
I
like that escalated quickly. I thought that was a good meme.
Dude,
That's like
there's this
10
one
years
meme about this guy turning into a pickle. It's the funniest shit I've ever seen in my life.
That's a good one. That's a good
But that's an old meme though.
No, it got brought back, therefore it counts.
Yeah.
It gets brought
Because
brought,
part
like
of
the
the
whole.
meme now
I
is
love
that
the
it's
one.
old and supposed to be dead.
I love the one where it has a dub over Legoshi and Louis from Beastars.
Oh god, yeah.
I'm telling you, Legoshi.
He turns himself into a pickle.
I don't know. What's the difference between a meme and a video at this point? Like honestly, I almost don't even know.
Memes
A
can be.
meme just means internet content now. The
The
actual meme has been gone.
If that's the
Means
case, then,
stolen.
honestly, Jack showed it to me and I hated it at first. But like, the more I watched it, the more I was like, this is the funniest shit ever. It's the dub voice of Legacy singing like the uwu like coffee pasta.
So warm.
He's like dying on the inside.
And then he stops. He just stops halfway. He's like, fuck it.
On the line, like, ooh, baby, you so musky. He's like, I can't do this. I can't.
I can't.
This shit is hilarious. I love it. There you go. There's my meme. There's my internet content.
Just the one. You have made a meme. Or
My little man.
No, not that one.
That is my
Not that
least
one.
favorite thing on the internet in a while, actually. It's so disgusting. It's so Why do you like it?
I hate it so much.
No, clearly you don't.
No, because my friend, every time like I would post something, he would always like just DM me that, and it was one of those situations where I did not like it ever. I was just like, this is so gross, but like it just kept making me laugh, like because especially for the fact that it got taken down because the WB saw it and was like, oh, this is our footage. Like that was the reason they took it down. It wasn't like because it was like they're making a parody of their footage. It was like, no, this is our footage that you're using in this video. We're taking it down. And so it's just like, okay, so you really want to claim that Bugs Bunny is canonically this type of person. Like, because that's what he's saying, because you're saying this is your footage. So it's like, okay, whatever.
It's disgusting. I hate that video so much.
Oh, it stinks.
Yeah, that video stinks.
Who's playing Animal Crossing?
Whoops.
Who do you think?
I'm just trying to remember to move this building because I keep forgetting.
How unprofessional.
Don't even start with me.
How dare you
sir.
act unprofessional on the piece of shit podcast?
Oh my god.
We'll do a few questions on Twitter, and if there's any more super chats for a little bit, and then we'll end it. So on Twitter, let's see, Rigid Rat asking a question for Jaxblade. Which of these go-to transformations do you prefer aesthetically? Ultra Instinct or Super Saiyan 4? By the way, if you say Ultra Instinct, you suck.
Well, bitch, I'll do what I want to do. Who the fuck are you? You don't tell me. I mean, aesthetically, like, it's no competition on the Super Saiyan 4. Is because Ultra Instinct Omen. Is it Omen or is it the Danny Phantom one? Does it just say Ultra Instinct?
He just says Ultra Instinct.
Okay, yeah, if it's that Danny Phantom bullshit, then yeah, like mode's definitely Super Saiyan 4 outclasses that because Super Saiyan 4 is actually creative, like blending the Saiyan Uzaru form with the Saiyan Warrior. Like that's just fucking genius and beautiful, and it should be canon. And the fact that it's not makes me mad. Whatever. There you go.
Nathaniel Foga asking, how are you guys passing the time while being self-quarantined? I'm watching all the seasons of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia I got from the library. Also
Good
playing,
call.
Yeah, also playing games like Doom Eternal and Borderlands 3.
Gooms.
Goom Eternal.
I read Doom and I was like, Gooms.
Characters, gooms. I'm just
Always
living my
Sunny is
life.
great.
Nothing. That's good.
Yeah, nothing has
I've
changed.
mostly
Just
just
doing the
been
same
working,
thing.
watching YouTube videos, and working, and going on Twitter for way too long, and then working.
Yep.
I have an
Yeah,
unhealthy
person.
addiction to Twitter. I need to break that.
You keep
Spend way too
posting
much
shit
time.
posts.
Yeah,
It's my only endorphins, my friend. That's all I got. I live for the algorithm.
It's bad.
That must be hell.
No, it's not good. But yeah, this quarantine hasn't done much of anything to me. I think the only big difference is I can't go see like you guys at conventions or go see my
Yeah.
girlfriend. Like, it sucks. I was going mad already, but now I'm like stuck here. At least Lammy's here. Lammy.
oh, look at that.
Malik Webster has a super chat here. Favorite stoner snack?
Oh, I just ate like 50.
What
Dude.
does that mean?
Oh,
means
dude.
what do you fucking get when you get the munchies when you're a little, you're a little
Stoner
inebriated?
pizza is
You
fucking
have-
godly.
Do you think I'm even a little, have you? No.
Now I bring
I
something
don't
up.
think so.
I want to bring something up. So apparently, Scottish people are on a different level, and it's called like hangover pizza. And when they deliver their pizza, it's like a massive box, but it's like half of it's pizza, and the other half is like onion rings, French fries, garlic sticks. It's like carbohydrate heaven.
Yeah, that's stoner pizza too. 'Cause,
Stoner pizza is that what it's called, or is apparently
Stoner-
Scotland started it?
Oh yeah, because there's like a one too, or it's like stoner pizza where they like take like all the stuff you mentioned, they just put it on top of the pizza, and it's like super carb heavy and whatever. And then like you think like, oh shit, this is gonna be too much, but then you
If-
bite into it and like, oh fucking, this is great. Yeah, so yeah.
I know some of us here don't like smoke or anything, but if you remember, like if you're a veteran viewer of the POS podcast, you might remember an episode called Triple Threat because we thought a Pizza Hut thing was called the Triple Threat, and it was actually called the Triple Treat. But yeah,
No, we had the that was the episode with the triple boxes, right?
Yeah,
With,
yeah.
Like the
that was like
That's
episode
right.
13 or something.
Yeah.
It was like
oh my
garlic
god.
bread, pizza, and cookies. That shit was whack.
Yeah, that was like an old thing.
It should have been called the triple threat.
Yeah, it's called the
It was
Triple
a way
Treat
better
though.
name. The triple treat is bullshit and cringe. Triple threat is based and great.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah, dude. I'm with you. I'll never forget
The
Forrest
triple
Gump.
threat to my health.
Be honest.
Yeah.
I'll pay for it anyway. Just be honest.
What is the qualification for something to be a stoner food? Because couldn't you eat that? I'm so
Vanilla.
I'm sorry.
The question would be, what do you go to when you're high? But since you don't have that in your repertoire, it's just
Repertoire.
your repertoire.
Oh my god, Toon J, was it really originally recorded on 420 2015? That's amazing if it was.
No,
I
impossible.
doubt it.
There's no way.
I gotta look on the POS Podcast YouTube now and find out.
I've done weed before, but it was like a long while back, and when I did it, I don't remember if I did it enough to even have like a trendy thing to eat during it. So like I don't have an interesting answer.
I think I just don't have an interesting answer, unfortunately.
Munchie box. That's what it's called. Apparently, it's really popular. It's really popular in Scotland, and it's like here. I'll post a picture of it in the chat. But like, it's a ton of food, like just an amalgamation of different kinds of junk food thrown into a box.
Holy shit, it was originally recorded on 420.
Oh my god.
What are the odds?
He's right. Drug dealers.
We did it,
dorks.
boys.
Don't even talk to them. Okay.
Can't even deny that that's your stoner food anymore.
No, that looks delicious. I'd eat that.
Yeah, now you made me hungry. Gosh,
Too
I'm
many
gonna order some
carbs.
pizza right now.
Too many carbs. I'm doing keto again. I'm back. I'm back on it.
Tom's back. Don't say it's come back. He's been here for years. That's my quote.
All right. Let's see here. Major Mekazawa asking on Twitter, since HBO is on the verge of turning 50, it's 2 years away, but still, I was wondering, what is your favorite HBO TV series? Mine's 6 Feet Under, 2001 to 2005. I'm gonna say the Ricky Gervais Show. That was a good show.
Ricky Gervais Show was funny.
Before it was ruined, Game of Thrones I loved it. I loved it so much. I watched the fuck out of that show. And then it just fucking died. I still gotta watch Chernobyl.
I haven't watched a lot of
I've
HBO
heard good
shows.
things about that. I'm curious.
I like Spawn. I really liked HBO's take on Spawn.
I like the first season of HBO Spawn, but then the second and third one, that's when they like started to go downhill for me. Where he was just like, "Oh, I'm just gonna look at the this is space," and stuff like that. It was good. Though.
Also another question from Major Mekazawa: is there a specific episode and/or season where you guys like to pretend that The Simpsons ended with? My cutoff point is for the show is season 11 and the movie. Yeah,
After the movie.
Yeah, pretty much after the movie. I'm like,
Yeah, honestly,
Yeah.
like everyone was saying, like the show got bad prior to the movie. But to me, honestly, I don't see it. Like to me,
yeah,
the show was like just decent, like watchable and funny. Like there were certain scenes that would get me. But then like after the movie came out, every episode like prior to that movie, I mean, past the movie, just like it didn't do anything for me. Like
yeah. Saber, I know you've been watching it with like fresh eyes.
Yes, I have. I've never seen it before, really.
What are we talking about?
Simpsons.
Oh, okay.
So I got to a point where I actually kind of slowed down and stopped. I think I was on like season 16 or 17. I'm looking at it right now. And I was like, okay, something's changed. It's no longer as grabbing to me, which I don't think it's bad. It's just like it's overstayed its welcome. And I'm like, uh-oh, did I finally reach the point where I'm all caught up with the good episodes? Shit. And I lost interest. I'll continue to watch it for my video whenever I do it, but it's the glory days of The Simpsons. I mean, that's hard to compete with.
Yeah.
Conan O'Brien as a writer, I had no idea. No idea until I saw the credit. I'm like, what? He wrote on the show? What the fuck?
Rod's Variety asking, what shows, cartoons / anime do you recommend for binging? I guess in this time, you can binge Adventure Time, regular show, My Little Pony. I'm trying to think of some anime too.
What shows are you can like? I mean, anime you can binge like just Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid, One Punch Man season 1, freaking like How Heavy Are the Dumbbells You Lift, like freaking
The shows we like is what's being said right now.
just finished its season, so go watch all that.
You could binge BoJack.
Yeah. Do they want like how many? Does it matter how many seasons, or do they
I don't
just
think it
want
matters.
Okay. Let me think.
You should go binge Clannad and Clannad After Story.
No, you'll feel sad and hurt your.
You'll feel sad. If you like feeling sad like I do, then you should go watch those.
I feel sad.
You should also go binge Sakura Sono Petto Nakanojo. That's a really good one that I told Tom to watch, but he never watched. Even though it would it would destroy his everything.
All right, here, this is what you're gonna do. You're going to go to direct message me on Discord and type that in because you say like a bunch of syllables. Like I'm just like saga baga bada baba. I'm like, all right, I'll just type that into Google and find it. Are you fucking kidding me right now? I don't speak Japanese like you do, okay? I'm sorry.
Okay, tech man.
Look, I don't. We all spec into one fucking obscure thing, all right? I did computers. I did Japanese. We all have that one thing that's like impenetrable to
Pectoralis
the normal
major
person.
is actually one of the stronger muscles than the anterior.
Honest to God, I was talking to Pele about this earlier, where all of you guys have these innate ability is to recite shit that you just know, do a good job at it. Tom, you're fucking scary at that. But like Jax, you can nerd out. Hero, you nerd out. Paleo nerds out. Viva, I look forward to discovering what you nerd out about. I have no doubt that you are capable of it. But
You missed the Pokemon rant.
I missed the Pokemon rant.
I'm not good at that shit. I can't just rant off shit. I'd be like, I'm appreciative, but what about information, Saber? I don't fucking know.
Don't you make research videos?
I can write my thoughts down when what happens after I'm done with the information. Done with it. Lammy!
Please do not hurt your dog.
It was not Lammy. That was close. I slithered right through his paws. He was
Saber, don't you know like a bunch of like about Warhammer and shit? Couldn't you go off on like a Warhammer rant?
No, it's so surface level. I don't know if it's an ADD thing or I'm just fucking stupid.
You have got Warcraft. You can talk about Warcraft.
Yeah, but like when it comes to the nitty gritty details, like when I see, you guys talk about like what you're passionate about, it's like you guys speak with authority.
But here's the thing to keep in mind, Saber. When you hear us talking about something we're passionate about, you are hearing it as someone with no context on it. So even if my level of knowledge is like a 3, if you're at a 1, that sounds ridiculous. So I bet if you talked about Warcraft, I know nothing about it. It would.
Let me go ahead and tell you right now, it would sound like a 7.
Probably.
As someone who even knows a little bit about Warcraft, listening to Saber talk about Warcraft, I'm like, okay, he knows what he's talking about. He knows the characters' names.
Cool. Warcraft. That's my thing, guys. Sweet.
All right, I'm ready for Saber to become the Vati video of Warcraft.
Yeah. I'm gonna get my whiteboard and my cane right now. We're doing a 101.
Do it up.
Sweet, dude. Tom, I love that format so much. You're so good at that. You're my content creator of the week, Tom.
I did it.
Only 1 week.
That's all right. I'll take it.
All right, literally a couple more on Twitter here. Cartoon Network Fanatic asking, have you guys heard of the Harley Quinn animated show out now? I highly recommend it, and it's one of the best adult cartoons currently streaming. I've heard really great things about it.
It's great. I've seen it all the way through. Here, you've seen it all the way through, right?
No, I have not. I stopped watching it because of something. I can't remember. I actually continue watching it because I did like it. Definitely.
Yeah. But I finished season 1. And season 2 is coming out surprisingly really fast. I think it's coming out very soon. And it's really funny. Like if you it is another one of those shows, like if you watch like the previous cartoons or you watch like the movies or like read the comic books and stuff like that, there's a lot of stuff, but they act very Venture Brothers and drawn together with their type of like comedy and humor with the writing and stuff like that. And I'm just like, oh my God, like there was like this one episode, this ain't a spoiler or anything like that, where like they get this villain and then they were like, okay, we need you to like keep these people quiet, and this person just straight up like slaughters a bunch of people, and it's like what the fuck did you do? It's just like, well, I was only gonna kill this person, but then like their kids saw me, so I had to kill them, and then the mom saw me and I had to kill them, and then like all the other people. So it's just like, you know what, then like I can't just leave all these people alive, they'll like turn me. And it's just like the way they were talking about it was just hilarious. Like it was really funny. It was effed up, it was funny. And then like Harley Quinn doing her thing, and then Ivy just being like the straight woman of the group, just like, no, not what we're doing. You need to stop doing it. Like it's hilarious. I highly recommend it.
All right, we got another super chat here from Malik Webster. For Saber, you need to do a review on the 1982 Bulgarian film Treasure Planet. The only similarity is it shares with Disney's is the concept.
I know. That's the one with the flying wheelchair.
Oh, the flying wheelchair! Oh, that animation, the weird animation.
I haven't seen the full movie, but I really want to. I think it's just on YouTube. It is hysterical.
It's
the clips I've seen, at least.
It's so fucking. It's a trip. I've scrubbed through it, and it's so bizarre.
Oh, no, tell me.
Tom again.
No, it's insanity. It's on my list.
I really want to watch it, like the full thing.
All right. I'll do one more question on Twitter here, and then we'll head off. Richard Rat asking thoughts on Ninjala for Nintendo Switch. Yeah, that was also something that was in the Direct, the Ninjala thing, which like showed up like a few years ago in a E3 Direct, I think, and then like it went quiet for a long time. It was like, oh, this kind of looks like Splatoon, but with ninjas. and it showed up again. It was like, oh, so yeah, it's gonna come out and it's gonna be free to play. I was like, oh, okay. And they actually put out a animation last night, like a 9-minute animation on YouTube. I was like, oh, interesting. And it said like episode 0, so I guess they're gonna do like animations to go along with the game. That's neat, I guess.
Nice.
So like
It's free to
TF2.
play. And I'm very afraid of free to play games in modern.
That is my worry as well.
Yeah, because I thought it was gonna be like if they're gonna be like Splatoon. I thought they were like, oh, are they gonna be like a paid game?
My exact same
Yeah.
thought. Because I love Splatoon. I've put, I mentioned it earlier, I've put hundreds of hours into Splatoon, both 1 and 2. And when I saw this game in the Direct and previously as well, I'm like, okay, this is neat. I like the look of this. Oh, free to play. That immediately sets off alarm bells.
Yeah.
Fortnite.
I just
Makes
watched
me-
the trailer this morning and I was like, oh, dope. And then like the end of the trailer, the Direct guy's like, and it's free to play. And I'm like, and I don't care.
I think that the thing though is that like it could be to its it could be to its detriment, but it could also be a boon because Splatoon 2 has Nintendo first party branding, so you're going to have a lot of players. If this game doesn't have players, it's not going to work well, and if it's free to play, that guarantees people will be playing it.
Right.
It's just at what cost?
The paladins
No.
to Splatoon's Overwatch, as it were.
Yeah.
What's funny, like genuinely funny, is I think I ended up liking Paladins quite a bit compared to Overwatch. I think Paladins made some good decisions that Overwatch did not make. Too bad it's still a free-to-play game and has terrible like like marketing. But man, I have some thoughts about Overwatch, but I won't get into those.
It's okay though. Overwatch 2 is coming out. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great.
The ability to turn the tide in that game is unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
So I did get one more super chat here from Deli18 asking, so what about that One Punch Man game? Any thoughts?
It was lame. I
Nope.
mean, like it
I
had
did
an
not hear that.
interesting it was like a fighting game, but it was just meh. But like the only interesting premise about it was like when you Saitama, since he's so busted, like you can't just like start off a fight with Saitama. The way it works is just like you have 90 seconds until Saitama shows up, and when he shows up, you just end the fight like as soon as, or like if they try to hit you, like it's not going to do anything to you, whatever. So like the only way you can get about that is like you have to fight by yourself and survive for 90 seconds to use Saitama. So like let's say you're fighting like, I don't know, fucking Deep Sea King or something like that, and he's got like 2 other monsters with him, and then if you have Saitama on your team, he has 3 full health fighters, you only have 2 full health fighters, and if you do more combos and stuff like that, then the time shortens for when Saitama can like come and fuck up the entire team, because like once Saitama's there, it's pretty much like you're guaranteed to win. But yeah, like that's the only, I thought that was like the only like interesting thing about it, was just like, yeah, you can't just have a game with Saitama right there. He's just so OP. Like it would make no sense to have a fighting game with Saitama. So they just were like, yeah, you have a time for him to come, and then you can't have any more people. There you go.
So there's a couple more super chats. Malik Webster asking, for Jax, what are your favorite obscure horror franchises? I love Wishmaster, and it deserves a remake.
Yeah, Wishmaster is a really good one. Like I really would love to see Wishmaster get another sequel, like because the original ones were like the first 2, not the 3 and 4, they were shit. But like, yeah, that would be a really good one. One of my biggest favorites is Puppet Master. So like,
yeah, I was just thinking that when I saw that question.
Yeah, like whenever I hear someone say like know about Puppet Master, I'm like, you know about Puppet? Oh my god. And like the thing about Puppet Master is it's still ongoing. It just looks like complete shit compared to the 90s and 80s. So it's just like, that's one I would actually like remake done fully of like mainstream wise. But like, yeah, Puppet Master is great. I love Puppet Master.
And then last super chat here, Dale18 asking, least favorite sponsor besides Raid Shadow Legends.
Arknights. Fuck Arknights. Hard.
What was it? Amino ads. The biggest pet peeve I have about amino ads is that it must be in the contract that the amino stuff has to be before the content of the video. There was a really long period, I think it's kind of over now, where amino ads, which it's just like, okay, so this is what the video is going to be about. But first, let's talk about Smash Bros. Amino. Like, oh, fuck, we have to go through this for like a full 2 minutes, and it's obnoxious to skip through it and maybe click off videos entirely. It's like other ads are like, they talk about maybe there's like a 5 seconds at the start and then a minute at the end. But amino ads are just always like, we have to sit through this. And so, I mean, maybe the amino app and its communities is cool and good, but it's just like, it was always obnoxious and made me never want to go into it because of how much I hated it. Now we have Raid, which is a whole different thing, which is like become a joke in and of itself. But I don't think people got that same joke out of amino, unlike me, who hated seeing these amino ads. Sorry, that's my answer. You can go. You can answer now.
The floor is now y'all. I don't see that many ads unless it's on, like not literally nothing against Saber, but like I really don't see ads unless it's on Saber's videos. I don't come across them that often.
I watch a lot of YouTube on mobile, so I can't block the ads, even though I just found out there's something you can get for Android phones called YouTube Advanced. That's like a custom version of the YouTube ad that strips out the ads. So I got
Thank you. What was that called?
YouTube Advanced.
Yeah.
Stop telling people.
I need the revenue.
What do you think? It's only for Android phones. You have to sideload it, and it takes a lot of work. So it's gonna.
I have to sideload it, man.
Yeah.
I'll do it later.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I haven't done it yet. No, I'm for the people. All right, fuck it.
What about us?
Patreon anyway.
Hey, what about us?
When was the last time you got a fucking decent ad rev check besides Saber because he's huge? Disgusting.
I've gotten lucky the past couple months, but
You've been on keto.
Saber's the bourgeois that we got to take down. But
No, I will hire other proletariats to protect me.
Saber is the top 1% of this call.
Yeah.
As far as YouTube goes.
Yeah,
Jax is the other 1%.
Yeah, you can't be top until you have the tiger poster.
It's
Yeah.
true.
You need that tiger poster right behind you.
Bring me in. I'm gonna put it right.
I don't see ads, but I do look up a bunch of tutorials, and this is the closest I have. A thing that can make me click off of a video like that is if somebody starts to like, "Hey man, it's your boy," and like,
It's your
and
boy.
it's-
Oh yeah.
I'm not your boy.
I'm not your boy. I'm really not. You don't know anything about my life. I don't know. It just drives me nuts. And it also, like, every time somebody says that, like, I watch the rest of the quality of the video, I'm like, yeah, it's pretty much in line with trash whenever you start the video with, hey, it's your boy.
Yeah, it's your boy. It's your boy. It's
I'm
your
like,
boy. Here we
so
go.
you might as well just start the video and be like, hey, so I don't know what I'm talking about, and we're going to talk about Ableton. Like,
Yeah. Arc Nights. I fucking hate the ads for Arc Nights. They were everywhere for like a month straight. They were, and the thing that I really didn't like about Arc Nights was that one, it was like literally the only YouTube ad I got for like 3 weeks straight. But two, they didn't have any brand identity at all. They just like every kind of popular YouTube ad they would copy. Like they even copied like the fucking ad for what's it called Mighty Number 9. They had a Mighty Number 9-esque ad for Arc Nights. Then they had like one of just like a cute girl playing Arc Nights, and they had an anime trailer one. It's just like it's all for the same thing, but it's just like we're just throwing darts, anything that'll work. And I'm just like, all you are accomplishing is me hating everything about your company and wanting it to burn to the ground. It was obnoxious as fuck.
BetterHelp was pretty bad.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that one.
They're the ones who are like, meet our online therapist. And it's like, none of these people are certified.
Yeah, none of these people know what the fuck they're talking about. I remember because I took like one of the things, like I think it was like when like 2 years ago or something like that, just to see what it would be like just compare it. And the person was just like, yeah, I just watched this YouTube video on this and that. It's just like, okay, well, that brilliant helping. Yeah, fucking great. Watch YouTube.
All right. I think we're done for the podcast tonight. All
right.
So yeah, I think the next one is going to be
Tonight?
on...
It's afternoon over here.
That's where the sun went.
I'm sorry, I stole it.
So next is going to be Monday 13th, April 13th. It's going to be the next podcast.
Monday the 13th.
And Viva, thank you for joining us.
It was a good time. Thank you for having me.
Go check out Viva's channel. She has a bunch of animations and stuff, which are really good.
I was working on one during this, during the conversations that I wasn't a part of. Like, I haven't watched Steven Universe, so there you go. That's one of the. I'll chuck my channel in chat if it'll let me. Nope, it doesn't let me. Never mind.
Oh yeah, I'll get it here.
Okay.
Anything else you guys want to say before we close it?
Watch Animorphs lecture. Read Animorphs books. They are good. I promise.
The lecture is in another tab. I've got it open. I might put it on later.
Do it.
It's a trip.
Do it.
If anyone has a piano or an arcade cabinet in Animal Crossing, please send it to me.
Tom, real fast, if you can do another one of those videos, what would be a topic you'd cover?
Probably either Godzilla or Digimon would be the one I would do.
Digimon! Do Digimon! Do Digimon!
Godzilla.
Shut up, no!
Wait a minute, I can't.
We have a whole podcast on Godzilla, so yeah, Digimon.
I can't put in Viva's YouTube channel, even though
Why not?
I'm the owner of this channel.
What the?
Well,
You don't own anything.
We
That's
can.
true. We're all just
What? Okay.
You're forgetting one thing.
I own you.
For everybody watching, put in youtube.com/ and then that. I just put it in chat.
Yeah.
/user/ amateur. That'll work. That'll
That's
work.
Yeah.
ridiculous that you can't do that.
Oh well.
Yeah, this is my channel. Why can't I put in a link?
This is why you buy your games physically, so you own things.
Yeah, but you put in a link earlier. Is it because you're a mod?
Are you not a mod of your what?
I can't mod myself because I own the channel.
Hold on one sec. YouTube.com. I forgot the /.
Can you post it?
I'm working on it. Give me a sec. Today's a good day. That's what I just saw. Autoplay.
Oh, that's my Toy Story.
Bam, there you go. That's ridiculous. That you can't do
YouTube,
that.
what the fuck?
That is pretty messed up.
All right, well, that's my channel. Watch the videos if you like them. I'm working on one for April 1st, which I shouldn't be talking about because it's supposed to be a surprise, but oh well. And if you like JoJo, watch my JoJo videos.
I'm very excited for what Saber might be doing on April 1st.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Well, that's scary.
All right.
Turn off the podcast.
Yeah, anyway, podcast. Next one's on April 23rd. We'll see you then. No, not 23rd. 13th. April 13th.
Yeah.
See you then. Thank you, Viva, for joining us. We'll be back in April. Bye everybody.
Bye, Nee.
Bye-bye.